Sick. Looking good. We're looking fucking hot tonight. Come on. Come on. Said we're looking hot tonight. There we go. One more thing. Double check real fast. Yes. Yes, we are fucking hot. DLC and mods, I already got all that stuff. Every mod is had. Every mod is here. We are back at the Chaos Run. Doing some messed up stuff soon, hopefully. So far it's been pretty tame, I gotta say, but it's just starting. We're still very early days of the game. Gonna start off with a fat level up. That's incredible against like bosses and one-on-one enemies. Oh, it's so hard to pick though. Definitely none of these. Let's stick to pyromancy for a clean bit. Target does not stop burning. No longer makes tests to stop burning. Just the target is an ally. Every melee. Ooh, that's really nice. This psychic power can only target creatures suffering from a warp burn or burning. If the target is an ally, the psychic power deals no damage to it. Everyone adjacent to the target, both allies and enemies, suffers the effects of the ignite. Psychic power. That's a great AoE. Fuck, the choices are so hard already. So I have Abelard on the... Yeah, I have Abelard. He can do that stuff. I'm going to go more in on the flames. I have decent AoE. I think I want more single target damage, so we're gonna orchestrate some goddamn flames today. All right, what else? What else? Lore warp. 45 coercion. Okay, everything that's important here is 45. That's quite nice. And you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Who listens to recommendations? That's gay. Pride Month. Okay. Yes, I know where we're at. I know what we're doing. We just saved the navigator chick, the kinda hot, kinda not navigator chick, and now we are moving on with the exploration of this system. So I'm over here, so I kind of just want to touch on things I'm close to, so I'm just going to travel on down. Is there information? Yeah, information. Not scanned. Okay, here we go. I'll loop around. Oh, one thing real quick. Sorry. 1 second. Cool. Okay, jack shit here. Just a pointless planet right off the bat. You know, makes sense. That's fair. There will be pointless planets. Doesn't matter. That's the very start of the game. It's prepping you for the future. Lord Captain, there is some commotion on the officer's deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the ward room, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck. Because I don't have a choice, alright. Fair. Gotta keep the navigator happy. Very important.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
Her VA's so funny. Okay, I did not give you permission, dude. Don't piss off your navigator. That's Ship Captain 101 in 40k. It pleases me to see you adjusting to life aboard the ship.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
Drink water, bitch! Drink water, bitch! Alright. Quick rundown for me. Get it? Okay. The events that took place on Euro 5 must have shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Your only attendant is your valet from Euro 5. Do my servants not measure up to your standards? We've already been through this. She needs specialized ones. She makes everyone's periods sync together when she gets upset. Not fun. I see you are fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
There.
Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
I hope you've had time to calm yourself and your powers, woman.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis Nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting. No, it is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
You two banging? Perception test succeeded. Hell yeah. Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes a topic of gossip among lowly servants and officers alike. It is unsurprising then that Cassia prefers the company of one who is used to how she looks. Honestly, kinda into the clawed hands.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions?
Damn, alright.
Inquiring about
Fuck,
my
came out of
mood
conversation.
and
No
my
one talks to
needs,
Lord Cat,
showing an interest in the
rogue
books
trader.
I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I.
Damn, okay, never mind. That's kind of more fucked on her part. She's not used to anyone giving a shit. Which is kind of weird, I gotta say.
That was no way for a navigator to conduct
Like, why would that
herself.
be weird? People would fawn all over the navigator. Like, it wouldn't be honest, but, you know. it would definitely happen. No, I'm not gonna bang Cassia. Nah, nah. Not saying that. Call her a fucking mutant. Not happening. You have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad, and it's just as natural to share them with others. Fair. Fair. Keeps her happy.
Please forgive me.
So she doesn't, melt my brain with her third eye.
Now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station.
Calflitch, thank you for the follow, man. How's it going?
I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So, why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here?
Okay, she's extremely emotionally stunted. My God.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine
that's
the
pretty
things
cool
that
shit.
await
You know,
beyond,
my complete
Flighty lights
Naruto
must seem
all every
childish
season
to
is
you, surely.
one of my prized possessions.
In your heart,
For sure,
you must
for
be
sure.
finding all this quite amusing.
Bro, we're not banging Cassia. Stop being that. Why is it the first choice? Like, come on. We're doing something else. We're going Chaos Run. I'm not doing a naive girl. We're going with a hardcore bad bitch if we can find her. Privacy of my chambers? Bruh, that's gonna piss her off. A woman like this? No. I understand what you're going through. My own life was turned upside down not too long ago.
Indeed.
Can you imagine this lady? Well, you're trying to go along with your noble day. If she just looks her whimsical or angry, you're stuck with those emotions, bro. That must be what it's like to sink periods with women. You know, they all just experience the same shit and go crazy. Love women, though. Love women. Great, great people. I do not tolerate. Dude, she's not a fucking idler. How is she an idler, bro? Have fun going anywhere without her. You just. So 2 of like the 5 options are just horn dog as fuck, dude. You gotta calm down, Rogue Trader. It's too early for that. Perhaps they don't wish to disturb you. Keep it nice and even.
Or because my presence offends them. Then I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump. Thank you for your company.
Call her an idler right before she like does all that shit. Yeah, that's smart. Great question though is, since her emotions like affect everyone around her, if you did get with her, would she like amplify your own horniness and like make it insane? That's a good question. Maybe we do romance her later. Maybe we do. My little diorama. So cool. So freaking awesome. Okay, can we finally get back to it? Everyone's happy? Good. Good. Let's move on. where we want to go. The prison planetoid. I want to see this ship first, actually. Okay, Jesus, here we go. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. Are you? You just did 5 minutes ago. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Warsirian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Oh shit, what's going down? Rogue trading ain't easy, my god. Every 2 seconds, shit's going down. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. I apologize, sir. I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence toward a high-ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Arvirio Vent, requesting permission to speak on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. This seems like the most even. Like I've said earlier, you know, we're doing a chaos run, but I know this is a game where choices can really come to bite you in the ass later on, so I want to keep things happy, at least on my ship, as much as I can. Fuck everyone outside the ship, but on the ship, I don't want to be too much of an asshole. Unless there's like a heretic option, then, you know, gotta take it. Gotta get those heretic points. You may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I thought that drastic times called for drastic measures. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I'm convinced that this step is unwarranted, and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Okay, Abelard is skeptical. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Warsirian and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we'll have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Yeah, that's a good point. There's an insurrection in the making aboard my ship and no one has informed me? I would not deem it a problem worthy of the rogue trader's attention. The lower decks, as it happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish workers' rules across the entire ship. By what right? It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we were still battling rumors that the hero had survived his execution and was on the verge of gathering people to fight against tyranny once more. Abelard scoffs. Needless to say, the rumors were baseless. As for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. Got so many AI bot sellers, my god. Every stream, I get one. Like, thank you for the offer, bro, but no, I don't think so. Pretty sure that shit gets you busted real quick. I'd rather not end my, my extremely short streaming career extremely shortly. Even more extremely shortly. But on this word, the word of the Lord Captain carries more weight than a salvo from 100 bolters. I'm sure that if the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly, he will quell the unrest. I dread to think what problem you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you will ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room. I've already given you the means to resolve this problem. You simply need to use them. If I may, your lordship, sending a hit squad to crush your rebellion is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. Damn, what are you, from fucking Star Trek, lady? Like, this is 40k universe. Come on. How did this all start? The situation could boil over any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported up to the chain, immediately arranged for a cleansing rite to be performed, and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive. The search has brought tension between the enforcers and workers to a head. Where does Seneschal Warsirian come into all this? I shall explain. Odd single lady slash dudes in your area, right? Every time. So that one I'm a little more interested in, alright? Where they at, dude? Where the fuck they at? Give me some numbers, my man. I beg you to hurry, time is running out. I will not hurry. Since my competence is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters, my boy. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course, when I received information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodore von Valancius will find refuge on this ship. Alright, bro's got a grudge. He's not gonna like how shit goes in the future. Damn. I'm curious how many people in, like, the companions group we can just, like, stuff a demon to later on. There's gotta be at least one. Just like, you know, your personality kind of sucks for this playthrough. Let's just toss a demon in you. You are far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Warsarian. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors. It has driven the people to the brink, Ven says bitterly. Now there's a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. 3 workers' clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection, but when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. I get what Ablard said once already. What does Depot do? Don't ask stupid questions. It's a fucking Depot. Master-at-Arms, the ship's enforcers report to you, and yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it is not within my right to challenge my superiors, good woman. That being said, while I entirely share Master Warsarian's opinion on what fate Depot 4 deserves, I must note this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself has introduced. Mr. Saubach, I see you have decided to follow the Lieutenant's example after all. Such behavior does you no credit. Saubach, explain yourself. The ship's regulations state that the Master-at-Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers, and yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers whom he has deemed particularly promising are given at times permission to approach him for tutelage. Oh, okay. I cannot deny Master Warsarian's experience and insight. The Seneschal has a record of fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. That seems pretty normal. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superior encourages disregard for hierarchy among your lordship's I see. He went above his own superiors' heads. Today an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master-at-Arms that they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow they will go to the Lord Captain to object to the Seneschal's order. I notice a pattern in these actions. She sounds wise as fuck. I see. Evidently, my officers are anything but a shining example of unity and adherence today. I have only myself to blame, I suppose. Poor Abelard. What is... Okay, I guess we have to ask. What is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors in the lower decks. It is home to clans of general laborers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized systems for generations. They are an easily replaceable resource, and one which is now... more besides giving succor to cultists and minions of the arch enemy. My boys. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rot gut brewing. What a name for like an alcohol. Rot gut. We have handled the workers of Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to the sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on their neighboring sectors. I know English. I know fucking English. Abelard, what do you have to say? Okay, I gotta say everything. I see no need to add anything. I acted without the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harboring heretics. That way you will stop the uprising before it begins. Damn, you gotta do everything your fucking self here? Holy shit. How are there not people to handle this? Just total dick. I won't. Nah. That'll have consequences. I'm sure they'll bite me in the fucking ass later on. I'm certain the Seneschal was acting within his authority, but I will verify the soundness of his decisions myself. That's fair. Throne preserve you, Lord Captain. I thank you for your support. Oh, he's pissed. Ah, shit. I'm sorry, Avalord. I'm sorry. I thought it was sounding nice. An enterprise bordering on the sophomore. Please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation, which then led to you and your Seneschal's involvement. I consider it my duty to go to the depot for myself and see the expedient resolution of this incident. Expedient. Wow, you can have a lot of party members in this. That's awesome. Love that.
I tread a path unexplored.
Wow, nobles on the lower decks. Oh my god. Hey, it's Warsurian. Take that scum. Bro, did you just fall... Did she just throw a bottle of acidic piss at my boy? It's not a good look. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. After that, I kind of get where he's coming from. Maybe you want to step out of the acidic piss, my guy. Maybe take a little step back, or just stand there. That's cool too. That's awesome. The people dare to disrespect a senior officer. They would not have the chance to express such disrespect if we were not here, and if the situation had been dealt with by the relevant officers. It is junior officers' worst failings to pass problems up the chain of command. I've never been able to abide it. I shall say it again, it was a mistake to come here on Lieutenant Vence whims. Lord Captain. I must admit that the lieutenant is by no means the worst material for an officer, but in the name of terror, the girl is the same age as my eldest great-granddaughter, and she has the gall to tell me how to manage the lower decks and hunt down cultists. It will be another 20 years at least before she can be trusted to act without oversight. Damn. Let's keep moving.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Let's level up real quick. I'll go through level ups fast, so, no one gets stuck watching relatively dull gameplay. I'm gonna make him my boss destroyer. My straight boss killer. Wow, 65 carouse he already has? Damn, I'm gonna do Medicaid then. Any good tank has to be able to heal himself, you know what I'm saying? Adira, my girl. The only, fucking, how do I... I forget. Whatever, fuck it. Fuck. Come on. How do we go back? How do I...
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes?
Fucking, there we go. Sweet.
Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
That's not so much black comedy as straight up torture. I don't know if I'd be able to take a joke with my eyes fucking bleeding. When Psycho uses divination on an ally with that unnatural luck effect, the ally gains unnatural luck. When the ally suffers a critical hit, it becomes a normal hit instead of... Ooh, oh shit. That's tempting. 6 power? No, that's way too much. +3 damage? Like, who fuck cares about that? Sorry, I know I'm looking a lot after I said I would try to speed through this, but, Adira, like I was trying to show earlier, is the only companion I've seen so far that has any heretical tendency, so I'm pretty sure she's my main ride or die for this, this chaos run we are indulging in. Does the security officer have an iron jaw or something? That's hilarious. Thank you. Intelligence. Intelligence. Yes. Yes. Alright, we're gonna speed through her, because there's no way a Sister of Battle sticks around for long. Unless they end up getting demons, like, put it in them, I don't know what's gonna happen. I have zero clue. Dash. Yeah, controlled shot. That sounds good. Fuck it. Fuck it. Willpower. Lame. That's pretty fucking tempting, but I don't know what her perception is. That's fucking insane. Okay, taking that. Damn. Okay, taking that as well. Ooh, she has great perception. Okay. I'm gonna do fellowship, though. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're cruising.
Intriguing.
We're moving. Oh. Bad boys, where you
I
at?
still do not see
Time
our
to get
purpose in coming
fucking
here.
spanked. Which is an honor to be spanked by the rogue trader himself. The sounds of a heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Aviro Vent of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of her superior, Master-at-Arms Jocasta Sourback, who's arrived clad in armor. Judging by their expressions and tone, the standoff has dragged on for some time already and has now reached a boiling point. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I've given you an order. Now get out of my way. I cannot comply with that order, ma'am. Vent looks shaken, but there's fire in her eyes. This is my deck and my sector. This ain't your deck and this ain't your sector, lady. This is the rogue traders. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action will be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. So not all my lessons fall on deaf ears. Okay. Your lordship? What's the situation? Your lordship, my people have locked down the bay where the strikers are, including their leaders. We have the situation under control as far as resources allow. Under control, Lieutenant? I came here to lead an investigative unit, and what do I see? The rabble is on the verge of mutiny. There is nothing to investigate. This simply calls for immediate repressions and firing squads. And you, Vent, are a step away from facing charges yourself. We will crush the seeds. I'll speak to him. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you good luck. Hope gleams in her eyes. Let's see. I'm not gonna be too lenient. We'll see. We'll see what goes down here. It stinks. It stinks like shit down here. A dozen pairs of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation, from the barely discernible to the strange to the outright grotesque. A whisper passes through the crowd, and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in their reactions. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd, an elderly woman and 2 men. These must be the leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you have come down to us. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that? How do you explain that? Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to their limit, and now they're lashing out. And if we don't know why these top deck units are being sent down here, like that one that the lieutenant won't let past. Our clans are all inside the bay that's been sealed off, but the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who've just had about enough. Well, you're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who've risen up, and a death squad has just arrived. It's no wonder the folks are lashing out. You think a death squad would calm people down a bit, you know? Their words seem sincere to you, and their body language and glances traded between them reveal that the news of the attack has shocked them. Tell me what is troubling you. Why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your lordship, says a tall, thin man in worker's garb. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Heresy! Heretics! How dare they think and ask questions? My god. Billions must die. Shut up, Rivet. Here's the deal, your lordship. Your damned forces are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists, one wrong word, and they're reaching for their batons. Could be their guns, bro. That's batons is them going easy on you. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating to whole bays for a week at a time, so we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of those enforcers. Only 2? Only 2? Argentina does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well in her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. Bro, you think the Emperor gives 2 shits about that? He is not the kindest god. It's all true. Vent is the only enforcer who stood up for us. It's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks, and who grew up amidst ships and has no fellow feeling towards us. Your lordship, we're no villains here. We're honest workers. Your servants, we've plotted no disorder, and we went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed. The persecution started apropos of nothing, you say. I was told that one of you was found in possession of a cultist amulet and that there are heretics hiding here. A cultist amulet? What's that? The Giga... The Guga... The Guga. Never heard that phrase before. Fucking British. They found in the dead drunkard. If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said they were looking for heretics among... How would the enforcers know what's evil or heretic, too? That's a little sus. How could there be heretics here? We know our own people, and there have been no new faces around here. A Vil event. I hope he's not corrupted in any way. She def could be. She def could be. Definitely not, and if there were, we'd be the first to report them. And as for this amulet, or whatever it is, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. But when that fight breaks out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. The boots they came back with, nobody's ever tread these decks in boots so fine, I can tell you that. Seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Did she just say that shit to a death squad and the rogue trader? Old Nan, you're about to get fucking blasted out the fucking airlock. Oh yeah, those boots really were fine, and there was no harm in taking them, right? As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets around here. We all worship the Emperor, and when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and the server motor. The same way my grandfather was taught 100 years ago by the tech priest who came calling. Believe us, your lordship, we are people of faith. Naive children, weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the arch enemy's creations? Weren't you warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I'd had my third little one. How the fuck am I supposed to know when you had your third little one, lady? That is regrettable, but you cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of those amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not there, or the scavenger who brought down evil on himself and his neighbors? Abelard, do you have anything to add? I authorized the use of all necessary measures to locate Chaos worshippers hiding in this sector. The specific steps taken by the officers were not reported to me. Nevertheless, I'm certain that their actions were justified. Cultists are no drunken stevedores. Goddamn. They are the enemy and a threat to the ship. Neutralizing them demands decisive action. Sauerbach, was it really necessary to torture these people with the cold? The rabble understands only one language, Lord Captain, that of violence. As per regulations, should the laborers persist in their unwillingness to cooperate, the next step is limiting air supply and cutting off water, which is almost certainly to restore order. The peasants can grumble all they want, but in the end, they are the source of their own misery. All they have to do is bow their heads and fall in line, and the need for punitive measures will disappear. What changes do you want? Would you look at this? The exalted Lord Captain himself is asking us bilge rats what we want. Well, maybe we shouldn't have come down here. Fuck, they're getting real uppity. We want the enforcers gone from here, and we want to be armed. Give us arms, and we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves if these cultists do show their faces. I've been leader of my clan for 20 years now. Getting rid of these club-wielding thugs can only improve things around here. You're high off your ass, old Nan. Old Nan's smoking some shit. She needs to pass around. You've gone too far, old Nan. Yeah, even that guy's like, yeah. Even her own people are like, bro, calm down. They'll never let the maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. They probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day's out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist bodies and we'll talk to them. One lower decker to another. If there are any more of these damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. That's more reasonable, but still, like, bro, we're not trusting you guys to handle chaos amulets. You'll just corrupt another person. You speak for yourself and your clan, and I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures, I want real change. They'll promise us the world now, but as soon as the Anointed One turns his back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before, all because we dared to speak out. That's completely fair. Oh, losing money. That's not happening. No, I'm not gonna do that. Thoughts, Abelard? The story about going scavenging for boots and accidentally picking up a heretical amulet doesn't convince me. These people were moments away from rebelling and possibly becoming minions of the archenemy. We must not give them what they want. Even if they did acquire something instantly, purely out of their own stupidity, that does not mean they are not tainted with corruption. What begins as petty thievery can turn into a far graver problem. I've seen it before. His face darkens. What would a Chaos Lord do? Great question. That's what we're going for this playthrough, but, I just don't want to piss off people on my own ship. Like, my idea right now is, like, fuck everyone outside of the ship. You know, the thing that my boy and all my people sleep in. The sergeant took an ordinary pocket knife from the body of a heretic, and his whole unit lost their lives for it. When they finally managed to break into the barracks, they found not a single survivor, only the pocket knife, which had grown through all the rows of beds like a metal-choking vine. So when it comes to scavengers, malcontent strikers, or whatever they'll turn into next, my verdict is simple: give them no quarter. Honestly, I'm also just doing this because it has a skill check, which means probably the best option. You know, most of us are probably RPG players here. We know the skill check option is usually the best option. Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step toward embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we will consider the rest. It's got to be a slow burn turning this ship to Tainted for Chaos. You know, we're not gonna just slam people with it right away or I'll get, like, hung for a traitor immediately. Test succeed. Old Nan, listen. The Lord Captain himself has come down to us and is offering concessions, and I don't know a single person in the whole of Depot 4 who's ever stood next to the rogue traitor, let alone talk to them. Back down. Now's no time for you to be a stubborn old crone. Ha, dumb bitch. Listen to us, Old Nan. The 3 clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We've made up our minds. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. She hisses like a snake in dissatisfaction. You two are ganging up on me now, that's it? So brave you are against an old woman. The old woman asking for guns and shit 2 seconds ago. But I'll shut up. I will indeed. I won't go against 2 clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. That's great. Just fantastic. Lord Captain, we're all agreed. I don't care what the Master of Arms is at. Persecution will stop, and I will expect you to assist in locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists. Plus, with this, maybe they'll bring me the amulets and weapons of the cultists, and I can use them. I'm all over that. They're looking for shit for me now. Your lordship, thank you. You have not abandoned us lower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Oh, I get shit too. Oh, wait. Remove cargo, fuel provisions. Okay. Of course, your lordship. We'll root out any nasty business faster than the enforcers, and we'll leave no stone unturned. Hail the Lord Captain. I think that went well.
Trembles beneath my feet.
I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? Getting real snarky now, Abelard. Lucky I love you. You're lucky I fucking love you so much. You kowtowed to the disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them in with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like because they see you as a weak leader. I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all, actually. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Valance's Protectorate? Why are you so angry? I don't get it. Why don't you love me? I suppose there is truth. I should say so. You simply need to trust me. I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene. Remember Lord Captain Theodora? Do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. I love how he says that as a compliment. She would never. Her slippered foot? No, never, never. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers while she dedicated herself to her grand designs for the Protectorate, as any true strategist and rogue trader ought. I definitely want to deal with more matters like this in the future. I would be only too willing to trust my seneschal and not fill my head with such matters, but the situation has spiraled out of your control, Abelard. You're right. At least as concerns junior officers making complaints directly to you. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain, and I believe I ought to explain myself. The prosperity of the Von Valance's Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. Dude, fucking Navy to a rogue trader, that's an easy choice. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora deeds the sign of a true greatness. Dude, he was just staring at her tits, guarantee it. Damn, I can work for that? Damn, alright. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds, they create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. Then again, her own negligence led to infiltrators getting ownership. True. Very true. So I left everything behind I had known, everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodore entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers, on scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire protectorate rest on my shoulders. And then suddenly everything that has been built over years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hanger on a seismically active world. On her ship. Yeah, Bro does not. He's an old man. He's with her a long time, but yeah, there's definitely someone new in charge. Bro's gotta get over it. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on the planets. I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. All this has come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you. Okay, he's starting to get it. To find your footing as quickly as possible, and to do that I must insulate you from the problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. I'm not gonna say I'll follow his recommendations, nah. That's a little too asshole. This is still my right-hand boy. I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as your Lord Captain and Rogue Trader. Accept it and start living in the New World Order. A world where Theodore is gone and where you and I have new decisions to make. Yes, Lord Captain. Your resolve is admirable and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment, should my old habits ever begin to creep back in. Okay, this is good. This is good. And now, please let us leave the lower decks. If the rogue trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places. Fair. Very fair.
Uncover my path.
I think that went well for us. I gotta remember what I was even doing. Yes. Back to the adventure. Back to the glorious adventure. Let's make some shit happen. Void ship and then this. I think that's the move I'm gonna make. What have we here, Lord Captain? It's not very noticeable, but there's a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. It sure is quiet, like it's huddled up there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised the thing is more scrap heap than ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it. We are registering critical damage to the hull and depressurization of the several compartments. Oh, there's an incoming transmission now, too. Hear us. Do not require assistance. Repeat. Do not require assistance. Copy. Keep following. They'll pass us by, won't they? Emperor protects. Lord Captain, I'm told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. To be brief, there is an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within an asteroid field near the Reichhead Biliad colony that is refusing help, which, not to put too fine a point on, has not been offered to them. Bro, we came all this way. Of course we're checking it out. Revor, can we establish communication? Let the vessel identify itself. Yes, Lord Captain. The connection is established. Unknown vessel, we are receiving you. Identify yourselves. I repeat, identify yourselves. Do not tell him. Tell him. We are done for. This is Thunderfang. What a tryhard name. We are, his voice falters, a merchant vessel. Do you copy? We are a private merchant vessel. A merchant vessel? Of course they are. Damn, my stupid head. Where did I hear this name before? Thunderfang. Thunderfang, why can't we identify you? Why? I don't know. What if? Certainly not. Our vessel is badly damaged. We assure you, we're peaceful merchant vessel. Thunderfang does not require aid. I feel like he already did a damage report on the unknown vessel. Main gun deck on my order. Aim weapons, target Thunderfang. Alright, they won't tell me? Your lordship, please restrain from your anger. The lordship has a spacious hold. Perhaps they would be willing to establish trade relations. Let us at least find out who they are before you smite them with your righteous fury. Fine. Fine. Gay, but fine. Fine, Danrock, have it your way. Main gun deck, belay that order. May the God Emperor bless your wisdom. Okay, I guess we do need a damage report. As seneschal of this dynasty, he's pretty much like a prime minister of a nation. He oversees all these planetary governors and noble houses and stuff. Yeah, he's important. That's why we're not pissing him off. He has a lot more experience than our guy. He'll be useful in the future for sure. Thunderfang, your vessel... Oh, wait, telemetry shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge has been almost completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so solid, they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, your vessel is badly damaged. What happened to you? Basically some Vox shit, nothing really concrete. We were just flying, minding our own business, straight out of the blue, and opened fire. Miracle we could get away. Emperor protected, and then more fire. Who? Void only knows. Roasted our tail, bombed everything the folks. Our folks are left without our help. We never got to them. Thunderfang, now stop playing games and explain again what your business is here. And this time I highly recommend the truth. Happy now? What have you done, idiot? It is too late now. Do you copy? We are from the Fellow of the Void. We did not come here to loot on a different business, to help our own out of jail. Do not hurt, please. We already had our Chronos cleaned. How about striking a deal? Our hold is full of plunder, I mean goods. In case you are unaware, Lord Captain, the Fellowship of the Void is a disorderly assembly of several dozen pirate factions in the Chronos Expanse. They consider themselves... Sorry, I just got distracted by something. They consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have Vox conversations with those whom they are about to board. Were it up to me, I would make them eat a salvo from the macro cannons to shake the scum loose from the decks. They certainly deserve it. Dude, macro cannons are expensive, though. Come on. Is it worth that? I would wait on destroying this vessel if I were you. Although the moral aspects of their livelihood do cause some awkward questions, the Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of goods to the local markets. Major supplier? Okay. Perhaps you'll find dealing with them acceptable, especially in the situation where performing a warp jump is impossible. For a heretic run, that sounds very important to keep these people on my side. Thunderfang, prepare for commercial exchange. Alright, what do we got? How much money do I even have? 12 profit. Okay, I can't get most of this stuff. Bummer. Heavy leather armor. I'm sure I could put that on somebody and that'll be good. Oh, weird. Profit factor didn't go down. Oh, okay. I guess it's just, as long as the number's at certain height, I can just get everything. Oh, sick. Awesome. Flamethrower for sure. I'm just gonna take everything then. Fuck it. What does this do? It's dodged by 5%. Does not stack. Doesn't stack. That's not that good, but I'll take it, I guess. Melta charges. Can never have too many of those. Reputation. Oh, okay, so this is where I sell them shit. Got it. Got it. My heretic trophies. Sure. Trade. Anything else I can get? Hey, hell yeah. Ah, I can't afford it. Force grenade, take it. Take it, take it. Medkit, take it. Stalker gloves. So where's range attack? Hits an enemy that wears, gains a 5% bonus critical hit chance for the next range attack against the same enemy. That's okay. That's something, you know. I could see it being useful. Power Maul. Here we go. 30% armor penetration. That's pretty fucking amazing. And a dope-looking sword. All right. Chain weapons deal 20% critical damage. Ooh, yeah, I'm definitely taking that shit. That's all day. Okay. Good choice was made, I'd say. Prison planetoid. Why the fuck are we going to a prison planetoid? We're here. We're here. Might as well check it the fuck out. Might as well see what's good and what ain't. God, I love the ships in 40k. They look so fucking awesome.
I tread a path unexplored. Empyrean guides my gaze.
Pause. Oh, trap, okay. Come in, escort. This is Captain Vicari. Escort, please, come in. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's teeth, I thought you'd never come. Abelard, teach this riffraff how to... the proper way of addressing her sovereign. Abelard glares at the woman, his brow furrowing. Yeah, you tell her. You get him, Abelard. Get her. Fuck this bitch up. Officer, the person before you is Dingle von Valancius, a rogue traitor. Although you are, from what I gather, a subject of another dynasty, you would do well to introduce yourself with proper decorum. At once. Captain Raquel Vicari, servant of House Winterscale and the pilot of this shuttle. It is an honor to be greeting his lordship von Valancius. Tell me about this planetoid. The only settlement on Rakati Philia is a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines and the domed quarries. They mine sulfur, spermidust, and sand, which is then melted down. A rather nondescript place, or so it was prior to current events. What happened here? There's been a prison riot. Sadly, it's going to be led by the prison warden himself. Ooh. The Honorable Agathine Castelia. He has allied himself with the rabble that he himself was supposed to watch, and declared Rakati Philia to be independent of the authority of the system's lawful government. Good luck with that, bro. I came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Winterscale, son of Caligos Winterscale, rogue trader. Okay, he's the son of a rogue trader. Probably make a good hostage. Vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. Cool. Young Lord Winterscale wished to speak to the warden personally so he could put an end to this lawless treason. He and his escort went ahead, and she grows paler. I haven't been able to contact them over the Vox for a very long time. You were late to arrive on Rykad Philia. What the fuck, really? Yvain! Abelard mutters, stroking his beard. One of his distant younger offspring, yes, that's as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. He has made several diplomatic visits to Urak 5 on behalf of his father, Rogue Trader Caligos. The Great Regent would not have granted entry to someone dishonorable, which means whatever happened to this terrible, malodorous place, we must aid this man of noble blood. She just said the warden is. What more do you need? Why would young Winterscale felt the need to parley with the dissidents? It's a personal matter. Master Castelli, the seditious warden, is Lord Evain's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. What kind of rogue trader son is making friends with a prison warden? The first Winterscale in my memory who prefers to talk first rather than shoot and slash. Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he won't back down. I pray to the throne that he is alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time, and I don't really like this place. Yeah, who the fuck wants to be at a prison planet? Theobald executed his wife and only son on the mere suspicion of treason against House Orselio. So why did the noble Yvain rush to save someone who has betrayed his house? Do bonds of friendship give one the right to make inexcusable mistakes? Hell no, they don't, girl. I'm looking for a man by the name of Henrix Van Calix. He is here, perhaps? This is the Inquisitor's interrogator we're looking for. Unless it's one of the prisoners or guards, then it seems unlikely. There are no shuttles in working order other than yours and mine. There's nothing else anyone could have used to reach this place. Okay. Anything else I should know? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given that this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterskill's guards mined the entrance so that the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. No more questions. You may excuse yourself, pilot. Your lordship, if I have a minute of your time, I wouldn't ever have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation, in any case, have you been to the capital of Rykad Minoris yet? I just want to ask if you've seen a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jaspar. I don't care what your relationship is. I'm interested. I'm a little interested, though. I have not yet been to Rykad Minoris and know nothing of this officer's fate. That's a shame of the Emperor. Keep that fool from harm. Thank you and your time, your lordship. Damn, where do we get some heretic options? God damn, I want to do some crazy shit. Because we haven't really gotten any like options
the opportunity.
yet. Okay,
my aspirations transcend humanity.
Duty
Get to
prevails.
it, girl. To the barracks.
Over there.
Abelard, I've been meaning to ask. How are you keeping it together so well? Don't you ever feel awful without her?
Enough, Tlas. We have a duty to the new rogue trader. You would do well to focus on that.
My boy.
If you keep your mind busy, you will have less opportunity to fill it with awful things.
So wise. Yeah, listen to me. Forget about the old biatch. There's a new order on the ship. Oh fuck! Almost
Cast
stepped on
your
that.
eye there.
Okay.
I am not
time
a
I guide you
disconnect
I
old
woke up with a feeling of
Argenta.
wonder, as if a
and do a
field
little
of
disarming.
flowers was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing.
Do you require an
The Emperor sets my path.
Intriguing.
Oh, I wish I thought she'd finish that sentence. Damn, classic Sister of Battle. That's too much. I'm not reading all that.
The absurdity of your struggle
shit, going
amuses
down.
me.
none of them.
You've been ambushed about... Okay, I can't even reset my guys. Okay, let's get it on. Let's get it fucking going. Like that. 95%. Yes. Take that bitch out. 28 damage? Holy fuck.
Doubtest for the
She's a
weak.
monster. Yeah. I was talking shit about her when we first started, but I guess that's just because the weapon she had was so awful, because she's rocking now. I hope I can stuff a fucking demon to her for my heretic playthrough, but I strongly doubt. I think there's like one instance in all of the 40k lore ever made of a Sister of Battle turning from the Emperor.
I'll do it. None can escape the Emperor's
Not bad,
judgment.
not bad at all.
Out of my way!
Oh, he's tossing grenades through the fucking... Oh, ooh, that's
You-
bad.
Don't frighten me!
We gotta get at his ass.
Death to non-believers!
Pain cleanses the body.
That guy just kicked a woman. And he beat the fuck out of her. Goddamn. How dare you? Oh shit, it's a deer. I thought that was Abelard. I'm a fucking retard. No. No. Okay.
But of course,
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm a fat fucking chud. I'm stupid. Let's keep her alive.
I serve the ruinous power.
Can I fall back now?
What a dumbass. Goes for Ablog. Go for the guy with the shield and sword instead of the chick on the ground and the sorcerer. Smart move, bro. I mean, I like it. I like they're going for him.
Me.
I'm going to go for a little smack. Oh, I should have changed the weapons. I'm so stupid.
Ruin and death shall
Perfect hit.
reign.
Okay. Very little damage, though. Just barely made it, but it is what it is.
This is beneath me. I will not stoop to this.
What?
I reject the very idea.
She clearly is not under the
This
effect of
is
this. What the
beneath
fuck?
me.
Why can't I use... Oh, okay, I switched staff. Gotcha, gotcha. Or no, I can't. What the hell is going on? I'm confused. Why can't I use it? Oh, I only get one action. Oh, okay. Damn. I thought I was going off the points on the bottom of the screen. I forgot. Yeah, you only get... Sometimes you only get one action. That's fucking
Purpose
lame.
guides me.
Top of that, then maybe a charge? A little charge? Can we get a charge in here? Oh, I forgot to switch. Fuck. I'm stupid. I'm gonna have Abelard just get the fuck in here.
I took care of this
Beautiful.
one. Indeed.
And do a little brace. Clean. Clean. This is looking good.
Death to the weak.
No! These ruby
That's
flashes are
annoying. God, she was just
choking
about to
me.
go too. Fuck. Or she was close at least. Womanly scream.
Anything
Go!
else?
10 damage, really?
On it.
Alright, let's buff up our boy Dingle. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't either. Ernest Procession, what's your opinion of Rogue Trader? Are you asking someone else or you're asking me? Because I fucking love it, obviously. I don't think I'd be streaming it for hours if I didn't love it.
Your efforts amuse me.
Come on, dodging. Time to get lit up, you bitch.
I need no guidance. Purpose guides me.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave her to do her thing and slowly burn to death. Fun. She gets the privilege of burning to death from the own Rogue Trader's attack. What a privilege.
Victory is imminent.
And then we'll use charge, just get up in here.
At your beck and call.
Beautiful. Michelle with 9 health, easy. Easy kill.
Guided by faith.
Walk up, say hello to my little fucking friend, this goddamn shotgun.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
8 damage.
It's
Oh, there we
strong
go.
as a
There we
prayer.
go. Nice. I don't even know what he hit. What the fuck did he hit? Didn't look like anything. But I'll take it. We take those.
High momentum.
I know what is
Get
to
her
come.
moving up. Moving on up. And buff Abelard.
Was-
Why not?
Was that you? Or
Show me what you've got.
Damn, bitch can fucking run. Oh, fine, I get to use her too. Okay, here we go.
If I may,
That's an AoE too. Damn, that's not bad at all.
do not dare ask.
See shit. Should have moved with her. Fuck, it's on me. No biggie though. This is a pretty dunzo fight, I'd say. I'm actually just going. Yeah, she'll be
Amidst
dead
the
from the fire
carnage,
on her when her turn
I
starts, so
find
she doesn't
purpose.
matter. All that matters is this grenade throwing pussy.
It will be done.
This grenadier bitch.
I will do my duty.
Chunky boy.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Ooh, I think we get a little snipe off. I think we can get a little snipe off. Extra shot.
I'll do it.
Take it. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Chaos guides me.
It's nothing. I need your
Annoying.
aegis, O Emperor.
they who discern the future on the battlefield will do. Be gone.
Beautiful. Perfect hit. Oh, she's still alive. Well, one health. Come on.
Deliver us!
That's
Help me,
fucking
Lord
lame.
Captain.
Did she take a... She took a fucking wound, too.
I have read tomes of military
well.
tactics.
She's dead this turn. So I'll just go through it. There we go. Fucking hell. One health. What a fucking load.
The
What
world
an
trembles beneath my
absolute
feet.
load. Okay, real quick. Going to get the good shit to put on my boys. So weapons. I'm gonna give Abelard the. Is that better? The dodge reduction is so much worse, and honestly, Power Maul kind of sucks dick. Gonna be real. But I will take this chainsword. I think this pistol's 816. That's a fucking good pistol, actually. So I'm going to give that to Abelard, so he has some ranged option. Are these both the same? Yep, dog shit. Same thing again. Okay, great. Ooh, here you can use it. 35, 40%. Deflection 1. 5% better. Take it. And he looks fucking sick in it. Bro's gonna steal the winning
For the
for
Novice
me.
Imperialis to serve the rogue
I look like a
trader.
fucking chud.
Do
He
you
looks like a
ever regret it,
boss.
Seneschal?
God damn. He looks like the rogue trader.
No,
Damn.
I do not regret it in the least. Serving in the Imperial Navy is a fine thing to do. But it was only
that'd
under
be
Lady
useful.
Theodora that I truly felt the significance of what I was doing.
Come on, I want those goods. Give me those goods. Give me the goods. Okay, that's a ridiculous amount. fun stuff. Fun stuff in here, I can tell. Why did she need to open that door? Like, she's the only one that can open an unlocked door? Alright, whatever.
Triumphant, as
Easy.
always.
Ooh, big level up. Fat level up. My brethren, the dawn is nigh. The Optimates will guide us into a new existence. How long I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Interesting. Thank the throne, normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here on this with these nutters. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Very true. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but well, sitting out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities, so we had to, you know, play along. But that's all it was, play. We never meant no offense to the Governor Medahai nor the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over and we can go back to ourselves and quietly do the rest of our time. Yeah, fucking right. A repentant, honest heretic. How novel. The lowborn speech is modeled with colors that conceal his true, darker hues. This old man has a long history of lies, and he's using his wiles on us now. But I see no foul corruption or ill intent in his words. That's thinking like a businessman. If I spare you, what do I gain? Now how can lowly jailbirds hope to thank your noble self? Oh, I have an inkling. You see us here? Or how should I put this different from the rest of the prisoners in this place? They're all petty thieves of Reichad Minors, debtors, gutter snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you where on Footfall Station you know Footfall, the only shipyard and the best market in all of Coronis Expanse? Yes, so where on Footfall you can find someone very serious, business-minded people, and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. Very interesting. What kind of very serious people? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the Expanse. There is no leader, of course, but there are some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was, what do you call it, counterproductive. By cutting throats together, now, that's anti-counterproductive. What a bro. And, well, their joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow. And I, your nobleness, just happen to be someone who handles such kinds of dealings on behalf of these very serious people. You were pirates. I came across a void ship belonging to your associates. They were planning to break you out. Well, now that's out of the bag. Our fellows were supposed to come get us a long time ago, but they got tied up somewhere. Void Kraken's gullet with them, and in all this time we've had to wait. This happened. Pardon me for not trying to pull the synth wool. Pardon me for trying to pull the synth wool over you. It's just that we want nothing to do with this whole warden nonsense. So what now? Will you let us go? I mean, just killing them, I get nothing out of that. And like, there's no heretic points either. It's not a heretic action, so I might as well get something. Very well, I shall spare you. Just great. Now there's a true aristocrat, not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's this district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who called it something else on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Hermanius wastes no time finding and burning them all. What they call the Emperor's asshole or something? Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, Footfall. The Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there built into the remains of an old ship, and in that bar, in the back room, a certain Riza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Buckfall says hello. You'll be her favorite client within the blink of an eye. There we are. Well, your nobleness will be going now if you don't mind. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. I love how the dogmatic is to kill them, so betray your word. But gotta go heretical choices. We need all the heretic points we can get. You may go. This is unwise, Lord, Captain. Most unwise. Heretical +3. Will do, your nobleness. The old man smiles slyly and leaves. I don't like how he thinks he got it over on me, but whatever. I need the points.
I tread a path unexplored.
Pussy's got dog shit. Cool. Demolition.
The Emperor favors me today.
The whispers told me a secret.
Not as good as the gun I just had. That's pretty fucking good. Come on. Come on. Get the desk. Get the desk. Come on. Come on. Meh. Meh meh.
Perfection.
Bunch of shit. Alright. Gonna level up real quick. I'll make this fast. I swear. I will take... Increases parry and melee hit. Yeah, I gotta take that. I need that shit right now. I know what Psyker Minoris means. It's like a better, a more powerful Psyker in like the ranks of all Psykers. So that can't be bad. I don't even need to read it. You know, obviously that's gonna be a good option. Toughness weapon skill. Oh, this is Abelard. Yeah, toughness. This is a tank. I saw one. This seems like it shares the same branch with everybody, and I saw a really good one earlier. Yes, that's fucking amazing. 15% plus, that's huge. Unsanctioned Psyker. Oh, yeah. Very few things more heretical than having an unsanctioned Psyker in your party. That's really nice. Don't really give a shit about her. Whatever, doesn't matter. Cassia, now that's pretty important. There's no way you can't put a demon Cassia. They're, like, navigators are known for being, infected by them. If any of you have read the, Night Lord's Omnibus, I hate to make you remember the navigator that was swimming in her own piss for years in her like little hold, because she'd gotten mad and was corrupted by chaos. Incredible, incredible power. Alright, we're good.
The world will bow.
Back to it. Fun stuff. What's this way? Oh, build a bridge. Oh, that's where we came in. Okay. Been there, done that. Moving on. Just in there. To the open pit. Let's do some pit exploring. Let's get in some pits. Oh, shit. Almost spilled the water. Almost spilled the water. Sorry if the screeching of my chair going up and down is annoying. I need to fucking grease some joints or some shit. That
Let's seize
sucks
the opportunity.
for them.
Predictable.
Pop it open. Medicaid.
Ruinous favor prevails.
Poison gas. Interesting. Oh shit, okay. Oh. Sucks to be that guy. This is a battle for sure. Okay. I'm going to...
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treaties on tactics.
There is a further
Split
in my soul.
What advice do you
me
seek?
and Abelard. I'm gonna have Abelard...
Whatever you
Abelard
wish.
go over here. Get ready for some shit. He's gonna go straight into the battle
Look
here.
no further.
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes?
Um,
Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle.
You already said that, lady.
Talk about black comedy.
When the faithful are idle, heresy grows. Join me
And then I'm gonna
in
send
Yes.
her
sins
over
hidden
here
in the
as
heart
well.
turn all to decay. Onward.
So she can snipe around here. That sounds like a plan.
I am.
Fuck, do I want Cassia there too? Because she can
The world
AoE.
I
trembles
fear to
beneath
look
my
at them because
feet.
of their rotten-colored souls.
No, I can make her go behind that rock and then she can AoE way better. Okay, I'm gonna leave him here too just to kind of protect her and also do some shots. So let's get into it. Oh, we can get real close. We can get real into here. Fuck, now I kind of want to bring Abelard back.
You
In fact,
are
I will.
What advice do you seek?
In
If
fact,
such
I
is the
will.
Emperor's will.
Abelard, get in there. Woo! I told you, Evie, they're hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters, what have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. Admonitions. Fuck, I don't know. The words in this game are nuts. Okay, it's next level. I'm amazed I get as many of them right as I do. But Aurora, she is different. She spoke with me like no one has ever before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal to you if you just stop struggling for 1 minute. What? We have guests. From the Von Valancia's ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. Yikes. As the warden is speaking, a strange sensation draws upon your attention toward the ground, specifically an open pit in the loose dirt. A single word spontaneously surfaces to your mind. Cradle. The pit itself does not appear to be much of interest, but at some point it houses something of great importance. Something faintly familiar to you. Oh, you were a psyker, that's why you get it. Cool. The warden's words are suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in a cacophony of cries. This place, it holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic chanting of voices, you can almost make out words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was opened for it contained a priceless treasure, a most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after centuries of long search. Faithful to the, not emperor, I'm pretty sure. Such dreadful shades. Cassia recoils. The colors of this place, they are putrescent to the core, and these people, their colors are oozing with madness, despair, pain, and doom. Who's on the table? My sincerest apologies. Where are my manners? Please allow me to introduce Yvain Winterscale, the younger son of Caligos Winterscale in the flesh. You know, he was so close to witnessing the truth right before you interrupted our little chat. How dare you, you contemptible peasant! For every drop of noble blood you spill, you will pay 100-fold more. That poor fool, I knew nothing good could come from his naive attempts to negotiate with heretics. However, Yvain appears to still be alive. If we make haste, we might save him. Having a sign of House Winterscale in your debt would certainly prove beneficial. I think we know what kind of madness has been wrought. That pit, there's something special about it, is there not? An item of value was once buried there. Now tell me, Warden, what was the item and who took it from here? You are too late, enemy of the truth. This bastion has already fulfilled its great purpose. You will never find the trail of the reclaimed relic, and that now rests in the hands of the devout. Bro, I'm one of the devout. Come on, tell a bro. Come on. Can't we bro down? Can't we have a bro down over here? Come on, no homo bro down. How do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there is only one truth, and has been laid bare before me. I knew the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. The primordial truth he's talking about, I guarantee. You know, we had this guy once, he was a quiet one. One day, he walked into a middle-deck bar, threw one back, and then pulled out a gun and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. Then he shoved the barrel in his own mouth and blew his brains out. Our warden here has exactly the same look in his eyes right now. That got dark. Who is Aurora? Oh, so you've managed to barge in here and interfere with the Prophet's designs without even knowing who she is. But it's too late now, you'll never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. He suddenly stirs like a predatory beast. I do not like when people take the Prophetess Aurora's name in vain. I desire your death, enemy of the truth. The time for wars is past. Optimates, give your power to this harbinger of Aurora. Let our foes see the truth or become awash in blood.
Your struggles are in vain.
Let the blood flow.
Okay, here we go. Now we can get perfectly set up. Whatever these are, I guarantee they must be destroyed. They're looking very chaosy. Giving serious bad guy vibes. Oh, dingo. Is that blocked? No, it's not blocked. Fuck, okay. Right here seems good. And Cassia, right here to get that sick-ass AoE off.
Out of my way! Out of my way!
No.
What the fuck? He can attack me from up there? Damn, did not see that
choking me.
coming. How much health does this fucker have? God damn. Oh, that's actually him. Ooh, that's bad. That's real bad.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
Beautiful. Start cutting down the chuff. All this cannon fodder.
Victory is imminent.
Okay, she has a sniper out already. Nice, nice. 10 health, 13 health, 10 health, 10 health. Ooh, getting rid of this sniper, I'm sure would be nice. So that's what I'm gonna do. Close, close. And ooh, 52%. Nah, that's way worse. 80%, I'll take it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice.
Just a minor setback.
Damn, the range is just a little bit off. Rip. Gotta push your head just a little bit.
Anything else? What an
Beautiful,
unfortunate
perfect
turn of
hit.
fate. Not this Greyer's
Come
job.
on, one fucking... Oh, God, that's a rip. Honestly, buff yourself, girl.
Death to non-believers! My resolve is unshaken.
Beautiful. I'm gonna be real, I think this is worth Abelard getting a little hit, taking out those other two. Wait, wait. No, I can't. Fuck. I thought maybe I could move him with that. You cannot. Yeah, Abelard, sorry, brother. You're gonna have to take a hit for the team.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Poor girl.
I forgot about the fucking proximity hits. Oh, no. Oh, that fucking sucks. A fat one. Yeah, just pop that. Pop it.
Satisfying
3 damage, not a big.
demise. I serve the greatest power.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Nothing. What a pussy.
Reduced to dust.
Beautiful. Love to see it. Can never hate it.
At your beck and call.
Always endure. It's a broken ass ability. Can't live without it. Warrior marks target gain 22% armor and plus 6 damage on melee attacks against that target. Using that right away.
Indeed.
Alright, back to sniping.
Doubt
Get
is
rid
for
of
the
that dick. Hell yeah. Oh, that's an awful ability. I know that kind of shit from like XCOM. That's stupid. Fuck, I wish I hadn't gotten that for, but... Live and learn. Live and learn.
On it.
Get fucked.
Farewell.
19. Not that. It fluctuates so much. Her ability. Oh, I can't move though. Rip. I forgot. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna start bashing this thing. I believe. I think that's the
Through
move to
chaos,
make.
I stride.
Through chaos, I stride. Hell yeah, bro. Hell fucking yeah.
I will triumph.
19. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Ruin beckons.
Beautiful parry. Beautiful fucking parry.
I will do my duty.
34%? Really? Fuck, that's awful.
It will be done.
the Emperor
And
commands,
let's just start
I act.
blasting these.
I'll do it.
Now the real question was, does a shotgun do more? This point blank. Does this shotgun at least? Not really. Oh well.
I ruin his powers.
I will.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Buff our boy. He is holding him back very nicely.
Will do.
And striking his ass. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Hey, he's chill.
I've suffered worse.
Okay, I think I use
At your
this
beck and
first
call.
is the way to do it. Pop up that good shit. And we're good. Damn, that's a tough roll. 44%. God damn. Tamir, hey, how's it going? It's useful if combined with rapid fire or if you use other AoE weapons, especially if you are playing a more melee-centric party. I could see that, yeah. I could definitely see that. Like, everyone's melee but her, and you need, like, them to get out of the fucking way to make your target. I could definitely see that. Thanks for coming to my last few streams, bro. Really appreciate it. Not much else to do. Finish it.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Nice. No idea what I'm doing with these breaking, but and I hope this isn't like a if I'm chaos I want those, but I've learned playing enough games like this, like XCOM specifically, that this kind of shit, like random items you need to blow up on the map, are usually very important to get rid of. She's good. I just want to get rid of this cocksucker.
But of course.
20, not bad at all. Can I go down here and get a sick fucking charge off? I
I
cannot.
won't waste my time on that. I will
Then you're getting burned.
triumph.
My ears are ringing.
Abelard, my man. Oh, damn it. I forgot to use that ability too. Fuck. Oh, dude. Calf, Tamir's a fucking pro at this game. The advice he's given me, yeah, he's definitely a fan. He knows his shit faux show. That's about it. Damn, annoying to get to this one over here. Come on, running gun. Does that
I'll
give me
do it.
just enough over there? Come on, running gun. Running gun, come on. Damn it, that's not enough. No way that's enough. I need to put some grenades on my people. I keep forgetting to do that.
High momentum.
I just want this cocksucker gone.
What an unfortunate
Goodbye.
turn of fate.
Okay, Ablar's actually got that handled, so I'm just gonna send Dingle out to fuck this shit up. I'm even gonna pop the ability, because I'm getting serious feels that this is the last battle for this area, so I might as well pop the heroic.
Destiny. Reshaped.
Like, I don't see anywhere else to go. It's just a pit. It's a fucking nothing over here. And this is where, in Caligos, the guy we came after is right here. And this is very much like a big boss battle. So, feels quite final for this area.
Descend upon the weak. Purpose guides me.
Nice, my man. My man, okay, is that it? I bet it would have, like, summoned a demon at some point, having those open. A demon that's not my buddy. That's the thing with, being Chaos aligned. 70% of Chaos will still just fucking gut you like a pig. Doesn't really matter what your allegiance is to most. They're kind of just batshit. Or they're like, you know, it's your god against their god. Classic, like, Slanesh versus Korn or Nurgle versus Zeech shit. Pascal, dude. Wait, no, I don't have Pascal. Oh, you're talking about someone I don't have. Okay, gotcha. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Blood is bubbling on the young man's lips, and his voice is barely audible, but even now it remains melodious and quite courteous. Yvain, Winterscale of Coronas, greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that the Lord Winterscale visited Urak 5, the station was awash in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted still to see such rare colors in my home. Now, however, his colors are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help him, Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul, for he whose presence make the world a little brighter deserves no less. I can't tell if she's a bitch or if she's, like, super nice. Maybe a little bit of both. Lady Cassie, I presume, the sacred child of House Orselio. How disgraceful it is that the day we finally meet looks away in shame. I find myself not at my best. Bro got his eye gouged out, by the way. This dude's kind of a badass. Want to know what the lenses would have done? Yeah, hit me with it. I'm actually kind of upset I didn't get to see. I didn't think I'd get to them all in time, honestly. So, yeah, I'm definitely a little curious. Solid strategy. Thank you. There's no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale. The Lord Captain and I met under similarly dreadful and tragic circumstances. What have they done to you? I'm just curious. Ah, the warden, my friend. Still calls him a friend. I tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Okay. Fuck you, Daddy. Fuck you. I won't listen to you. You're a piece of shit, Dad. I must take my leave. I will see to that assistance is provided and that you are escorted from here. No way I can't get something out of this guy. Like, fucking blackmail his dad or some shit. So, I will keep him safe. He nods, giving in to oblivion.
Embrace true power.
I thought he'd pass out, but I guess he's just gonna shiver in the corner. Alright, fun. I want to loot. He's gotta have something cool on him. Oh shit. I hit the sword effects. The sword effect, 2 rounds to target's attack is really made to suffer. I think that's fucking good. Improved light body armor. Okay, now we're talking. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on. I believe myself. Who better to have a noble sword than the noble rogue trader? Is it better actually? 812, 712. Ooh. I'm gonna believe that effect. I'm gonna try it out. Abelard, you can have this, my man. And Adira can have the improved body armor. Nice. Gotta keep my heretical psyker well. Your eye is drawn to the shards. They would have revived him if he had died, losing one lens in the process of each. I see. Like, I would have killed him, and he would have been revived by a lens each time. That could have been trouble. Okay. Thank God we got rid of him. Okay, gamer instincts for the fucking win. At first you are uncertain as to what troubles you, but suddenly the realization hits you. The glass shimmers in a unique way, just the same way as the shards of the unknown broken object you found near Theodore von Valancius' desk. Something to tie them together, alright. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in... By the Imperium Saints, it cannot be. I see it too. Whatever that thing in her study was, it was made from the same material as this junk. What? What? It's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend them herself. First, those minions of the arch-enemy murdered Lord Captain Theodore, and now this cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated. Bro's having a meltdown, goddamn. Can't accept that he's been serving a heretic for so long. Fair. Come on now, Abelard. Remember what she was like. Brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate, until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else in the Expanse. If we could first find out what she was keeping in her desk and why she went to get it during the attack. Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief. How bitter is it to know that you were born from bad blood, but do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness. Oh, she's talking to me, okay. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you are blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodore's possible heresy. Gonna feel bad to disappoint her. Gonna feel a little dog shit. Life must be so easy for you sanctimonious preachers. A dubious trinket and you no longer see a person, you see bad blood, an annoying hindrance. Okay. I'm sure she's lost family, dear, to people like her. Honestly, when I have a party with enough damage, it's sometimes easier to just nuke him 3 times in a row, really. Huh. Honestly, yeah, if I'd fully ganged up on him, that might have been faster. Huh. A person who has tainted themselves thus can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make a sense of anything when you can just label them a heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you didn't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset, you just gave up on her and moved on. I don't really want to get in between this cat fight. Definitely not that. Just say nothing. Dog it.
I tread a path unexplored.
The girls can fight if they want. It makes no diff to me. I'm just looking for loot, and I don't think there's any. Busting the fuck out of here. Tell the girl. Been crushed. Does she give me anything? He's safe in one piece. I shall receive him as guest on my ship, so ready the shuttle. Fair. Consider it done, your lordship. Thank you for the good news. Alright, bye. Bye, bitch. He's a little worse for wear, the Son of Winter Scale guy, but I'm sure we can still get something out of him for sure. He's alive. That's what really matters. You can get bionics and shit to replace everything he lost easily for a man of his stature. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze, as in a trance. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculations or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. I've not heard anyone say anything about that. When the fuck did that happen? Partially because keeping him alive till you kill all 3 lenses can be quite dangerous on high diffs. Okay, I can see. You just want to shut that shit down immediately. I get you, man. I forget if I chose normal mode or daring mode. But it's definitely either of those. So nothing too crazy over here, you know. First time playing it, I don't want to... I'm new to streaming too, so I didn't want to like get stuck in a hard mission or a battle and like bore everybody who's nice enough to come into a little baby streamer like me. Folk have grown used to all that, so our resident ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The Technomath inspected the servitors and concluded they posed no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissa, such behavior is caused by either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated by the manifestations of machine spirits' will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult, and High Factotum Janus Danrook would like to discuss how we should deal with the defective property. He is awaiting your audience on the bridge. We can check this out real quick. Why not? Thankfully, I have a damn decent PC, so load times for games are pretty nice. You see, your lordship, the ship's servitors have been malfunctioning of late. They violate protocols, blah blah blah, they do all that shit. Had it been a routine technical fault, I would have decided that the fate of these servitors myself, but I deemed it necessary to notify you. I do not wish to hide such irregularities from the Lord Captain. If you wish to observe the servitors' unusual behavior before you decide their fate, this can be arranged. The majority of the defective units have been delivered to one of the storage compartment pending your decision. We'll take a look at the servitors. As you wish, your lordship. When his lordship arrived at the scene, he found the servitors in the same position that they assumed after they had been corralled into the bay, all standing in a long, spiraling line and facing the center of their strange formation. The moment his lordship crossed the threshold of the bay gate, their bodies jerked into motion, all as one, as if obeying a command. The servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. The Technomats tasked with overseeing the defective units even reached for their weapons, but then the servitors went still just as abruptly, staring at his lordship with vacant eyes. All present held their breath, disturbed by the sight. We waited for the Lord Captain to speak. His lordship Dingle... demanded a report. Technomat's long-winded and detailed report could have been summarized in a single key point. Despite the servitors' abnormal behavior, they were still quite capable of carrying out tasks, and therefore the circumstances did not call for termination. Okay, that's still useful. That's sick art. Oh my god, that art is bad. There's so many of them. Fucking crazy. Take a step. Immediately, the servitors, each and every one of them, stepped towards the Lord Captain in perfect unison. They mimicked his movements with frightening precision. The rogue trader halted in place and, after a moment's thought, waved his hand, and the servitors just as synchronously repeated that gesture as well. When the Lord Captain turned quizzically to the Technomats, so did the servitors, as if mocking him. Whatever the Lord Captain did, be it an incline of the head, a wave of the hand, or the step to the side, the defective units repeated it without a moment's delay or hesitation, like grotesque marionettes controlled by an unseen puppeteer. We observed this mime unfold in distressed bafflement for nearly a minute, until the servitors finally came to a stop. Not sensing any threat from them, the rogue trader approached with confidence. The Lord Captain examined them. As High Factotum, it was I who had prompted that entire inspection, and thus it was my duty to follow the Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed a fascinating irregularity. Bah. The servitors' pupils, normally still, were shaking wildly. Their bulging veins were pulsating under their copper collars inscribed with their past offenses. It was as if those mindless half-machines were locked in a perpetual state of extreme tension. A visibly shaken Technomat behind us proposed that the human souls had awakened within the servitors' bodies after a long slumber deep within their lobotomized brains. Formerly bereft of intelligence, they had attained awareness, feeling, and understanding. After a pause, the Technomat ended that the servitors used to function properly and that no one has been able to explain the changes in their behavior. His gaze still trended on the motionless, but animated half machines and half people, the Lord Captain. We're heretical. Gotta take the heretical choice. Suddenly, the Lord Captain suddenly draws an iridescent blade, one I had seen before, and as if following some unheard command, plunged it into the nearest servitor. Metal. The moment the blade sliced open the pale flesh, a wild howl washed over the cargo bay. We heard the screeching and crackling of servo motors, as if having regained the ability to feel pain. The wounded servitor struggled to open its sewn mouth, but all it could muster was a stifled moan of horror. The Lord Captain's victim fell to the metal deck, and all the other servitors came crashing down with it. We all felt the grip of an otherworldly, bone-chilling cold. As I met the Technomat's fearful gazes, I realized that none of these present had any explanation for what had just transpired. The Engineer Prime proceeded to speed to the center of the spiral of servitor bodies, stood over them grimly, studying their faces, and thus spoke. This tech phenomenon warranted comprehensive study. Further investigation has been rendered impossible. Perhaps it was a trick of my imagination, but I thought I caused a semblance of sorrow in his gaze in that moment. The Lord Captain, seemingly not attaching any importance to the situation, sheathed the blade and left the cargo bay without a word. Damn. Brutal. Fuck. Fuck. Damn, making me feel bad for servitors. God damn, didn't see that coming. Alright, last place to check out. Ooh, let's see if we trade anything else with them real quick. Got some melee weapons. Ship components. Trade. Anything else? Anything else? 15. That's pretty good. Still locked. That looks like dog shit. I'm not even gonna bother taking it. Alright, dipping. We dipping. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Members of a sacred cult operating aboard this ship have requested an audience. They wish to present gifts and introduce themselves to their new captain. What sacred cult? They call themselves the Bloodspun Web. Well, you don't have to follow the heretical choice. There, for example, is one that only gives +5 heretical later on that will give you a disadvantage throughout the rest of the game, for example. And they updated it from the earliest version on the full release of the game, so you don't have to take nearly every heretical option to have enough heretical ratings for the later choices. You can still take it and just resell... Oh, okay, for the first thing. That's good to know. A lot of games like this, you have to take every option to like get like the higher tier. Because I saw there's a tier system to like being iconoclast, heretical, or the dogmatic. So I want to make sure I get like the highest level. That's really good to know. Thank you, Tamir. And you can still take it and just resell it in a weapon crate. I should have done that. Oh well, I'll do it later. We can do that. We can do that shit later. Let's see what this cult's about. Lady Theodora held them in high regard and looked favorably upon their activities. Fuck it. Sounds cool. Sounds interesting. Whoa! Whoa! This must be a death cult of the Emperor. The masks, the bone armor, and killing prisoners, and so I am a 40k lore nut. If you've, I have a YouTube channel called 40k Lore Watcher where I do like rundowns on lore and stuff all the time. I do a short every day. So, and I've read hundreds of the books. So I definitely know my shit a bit. I'm sure someone that knew less was like a medium into 40k would be like, yo, that's a chaos cult right there. But no, there's the iconography on their banners, the fact that they're even allowed on the ship without everyone freaking out. That's a death cult.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin
Hey, she's got a
web of
VA too.
blood
She must be
around his
important.
children, and we obeyed. We obey still.
Oh, that was sarcastic? Shit. Shit. I feel like not a lot of people know about the death cults. When, a lot of people have a very naive take on the Imperium, where they're like, they wouldn't do shit. Like, there's no death cults of the Emperor. Like, there's a shitload of them.
Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name. We disown Domin Theodora. We renounce our oath to her.
Dope. I thought they just
And
killed
now
themselves
we
for a
give the
second.
gift of
Just slit their
our
own
blood
throats.
to you.
Like, that's a little
It is
hardcore.
the gift of death. Death has whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion. We give you a blade, the silent verdict.
Ooh.
The Undying One has chosen you to wield
Oh,
this
shit, that's a
instrument
good
of
weapon.
death. We
Hell
give you
yeah.
one of our own, Kibella. She will be your shield and shadow. And we
Oh,
give
the
you
Imperium is certainly the
blood
good
of
guys,
these
right? Yeah, a lot of
traitors.
you know
The
what I'm talking about. A
tenets
lot
of
of
the
people are
web
like
will
that. Like, bro,
purify their
there are no
souls.
good guys here. There's just slightly less evil. It's like, what's more evil? A tyrant, the Emperor, and the Imperium, or literal Satan chaos? You have heard many stories about death cults such as this one. These devoted, holy assassins of the Imperium have turned death into a form of worship of the Emperor. They are exemplary slayers, invisible executioners, and the scourge of traitors, heretics, and fallen souls. Many righteous people honor them as votaries of the faith, while others see their fearsome rituals as frenzied spectacles touched by madness. Interesting. So a death cult watches over my crew. They who honor the Emperor through killing, who devote their every deed to serving him. Sacred executioners.
The Domin.
Domin
discerned
Dingle.
our
That is a nice,
This
nice
is a
fucking
great honor for the
ring to it.
blood-spun web. We have
Domin
woven
Dingle.
the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed revelations. We
So
obey
blessed.
the whispers of the Undying One. This is our service to him. This is our service to you.
Nope.
How interesting. Devout assassins who believe themselves to be instruments of a higher power.
Is this fucking corn?
They revel in violence and cannot tell the difference between bloodthirst and piety. They follow their faith blindly, unaware of how closely they tread the corruption and depravity. Look at them. They
This is sick
stand
as
on the
fuck.
edge of a precipice. The smallest push will send them plummeting into the abyss. You could be their downfall.
Dope.
All you have to do
Is push.
push.
I quite like the content that came with her DLC. Sadly, the Blade Dancer archetype is a bit too powerful in my opinion. Okay. I don't think I have anyone but her will be the Blade Dancer. So, we will see what goes down. This demon, though, talking, though, definitely makes me think that I could twist her to chaos and she could stay like a permanent companion. Because I'm sure, like, the Sister of Battle, maybe Abelard, and I think the others could be twisted to chaos, but definitely not the Sister of Battle. She will fucking... Like, we're gonna have to deal with her at some point, I'm sure. Unless they get really crazy with the lore on this, and they're like, you have one of 2 Sisters of Battle that has ever been corrupted by chaos in the entire fucking 45 years of Warhammer 40k. Tell me about yourself, Corbella. Are you the leader, or the blood-spun web, or its herald, or its servant?
I am the second spinner of the blood-spun web. The honor of this title is bestowed only upon those who have ushered more souls than...
who that is. Okay, appreciate it.
It is shameful to speak of one's own deeds. I'm here to become your shadow, not to make boasts.
Cool. What exactly does a cult like the Bloodspun Web do?
The tenets of the web teach us to read the threads of the future and understand the hearts of others. When a soul is filled with the poison of corruption, we know its time has come. We bring liberation. 3 strikes, 3 rebukes, 1 blade. This is how we serve the Undying One. This is how we serve you and your flagship.
She sounds hot.
But there are others. The virtuous martyrs who contravene his design without realizing it. Those who have come too close to faltering or committing an apostasy, but have not erred yet. We present such souls to the Undying One.
I know you said, Tamir, I don't have to pick every choice. With that demon speaking in my head, I can tell they have, like, an interesting... fall to chaos, so I kinda want to. Continue to serve me, my dancers of death, but henceforth let my name be upon your lips when you shed blood. I usually end up killing a few potential companions in each playthrough since I have no reason to not roleplay it out. I feel that. Yeah, I want to roleplay this up a decent bit for sure. I chose a chaos run this time because years ago, back when this game like was very new, I did a dogmatic run. So I'm checking out all these new things with the complete. I don't want to do icon class. That shit sounds fucking lame. So you know. I've seen a lot of dogmatic. I don't really remember that well, but I know I did it. So it would probably come to me if I did it again, but I've never did anything heretical. So it's very interesting.
Your name upon our lips.
Dope. Why have you brought this rabble to the upper decks?
So you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You have the authority to order their exexecution. Their
Every time I
blood
play
will
Icon
bind
class,
us
my character feels
together
very
through
out of the
him.
world. Yes,
For
the
the
choices
God
I
Emperor, the
see
Undying One,
feel like
is
it's fucking
death
Star
itself.
Trek.
The
Where if you know
Undying
anything
One
about
is
40k, you would be
duty itself.
punished for making those choices, being so naive.
Give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the blood-spun web undergo the test of a sacred trial.
Sick. Give weapons to the traitors. It's time for Cabela to prove herself. Yeah, why
A
not?
dagger that has not sliced through sinew is nothing more than a toy. Let the final dance begin.
To be fair, the game sometimes actually punishes you for them, but way too rarely. Yeah, okay, I can see that. They want to give, like, people that don't know, like, 40k that well, the chance to, you know, be the good guy that doesn't exist in actual 40k. Be the good little Star Trek boy.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Welcome his embrace.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice!
Battle. What do we got? What do we got? Death from Blood. Leaps in there. I'll just like speed read the abilities real quick. I know most people don't give a fuck. Okay, that's fucking insanely good. I can see what you're talking about already, Tamir. That's very powerful. Yeah, a lot going on here already. She has 2 abilities already, and they're like both a fucking multiple paragraphs long. I think that's good too. It's kind of hard to understand this one, but this one, that's easy. Get right up in there.
Death is a
Oh,
blessing.
what a fucking hit.
One foe
Double.
or 100. I will kill them all.
What's this? The blade enemy makes 30 melee dex against random targets, including. Ooh.
I shall not fail. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Dude, if I was them, I'd be like, just kill me. I saw what you just did to them in one fucking turn. Just fucking kill me now.
I will be
Turn the gun on
your
yourself.
end.
Just, oh, fuck it.
As the tenets, death is a
Bam.
blessing. The shadows
Finish.
as honor ordains.
Jump. So if I'm guessing this right, I can do this,
Trust me.
jump, kill him, and get another
The other
one,
side
right?
awaits.
Perfect.
As honor ordains.
That's fucking broken.
Trust me. Killing
That
brings me no pleasure.
That's insane. Alright, right off the bat, I can see what you're talking about, Tamir. Combine that with Pyromancer with Force Blades, reducing armor and applying poisons as well as fire on each enemy hit. Fuck, the shit you could do. My god. That's gonna be disgusting. The good guys exist in 40k for about 30 seconds, exactly. 1,000 humans versus 1 grizzly bear, but it's packed with steroids and rabies. Who would win? 1,000 humans all the way. Dude, the grizzly bear would choke on all the people meat. Like, the thing would become so fat after like 100 people, the other people could just like beat its brains out easily. The humans, you know how unhealthy humans are to eat these days? Exactly. Have you guys seen that? I forget what it was called, but it was like a show about guys like going to the Antarctica, like the first trip to Antarctic. These British people, The Terror, that's what it was called. That movie, and there's like this monster that chases them and like hunts them down, and it ends up dying because all the sailors had such terrible lead poisoning from the preservatives in their food. And it literally just got lead poisoning from eating so many people already poisoned with lead poisoning. So, don't eat people, man. Don't eat that raw-ass human. A cut to the heart, a cut to the throat, a cut to the stomach. These wounds have been inflicted according to his pleasure. The blood of the apostates will wash away the stain of their treachery, but their souls may prostrate themselves before the Undying One's throne and beg his forgiveness. I have acted with reverence and shown proof of my loyalty. Will you accept me, Domindingle? Will you make me your shield and shadow? I'm all over that, babe. Your lordship, the spinners of the Bloodspun Web were watching, tracking, and killing Von Valancia's enemies long before the warrant of trade passed to Lady Theodora. However, their blade has been known to cut short the lives of highly upstanding persons. He's a little nervous. But I certainly do not in any way condemn the deeds of the deeply esteemed cult. I am sure they must have had a good reason. The cultists are the scourge of the seditious. They bring down the unrighteous to ruin. The enforcers respect the Bloodstone Web, for we share a common goal, to bring his light and his harsh justice to the darkest depths of this ship. Damn, okay, they got a lot of respect for a death cult. Holy fuck. It's not only the anti-horde damage output, but also the mobility that makes Kabila and other blade dancers to trivialize quite a few encounters. Yeah, the jumping every kill was nuts. And the AoE damage from it, god damn. Gonna be nutty. Scourge of the seditious or not, folk are afraid of them for a reason. A couple of watches ago, these spinners took a train driver to pieces for some kind of ritual. I don't know what old Malik did to earn that privilege, though. And who's going to feed his family now? But that's a lower decker problem. What matters is that the Bloodspun Web serves you faithfully, Lord Captain. This guy's a little suspicious. Has a lot of care for the... What's a lower decker even doing here? My predecessor's predecessor once delivered a sermon about how the spinners saved this vessel from the servants of the archenemy. The Bloodspun Web paid the price in blood, a river of scarlet that flooded the decks from the bridge to bilge. They became the blood of the flagship, the pulse in its veins, and the beat of its heart. Their great sacrifice earned them the favor of House von Valancius. What does the retinue think? I have heard, though at only a distance, the prayers of the spinners offered up to him. I've seen how their deeds fill the people's hearts with confidence in the inevitability of his wrath. The Bloodspun Web's loyalty to the Emperor is without question as their willingness to lay down their lives in the fight against the archenemy. Okay, she's a fan. Although Lady Theodora never granted the cult an audience or brought a spinner into a retinue, she respected the Bloodspun Web and approved its mission. It is strange. Their shadowy forms are swathed in darkness, yet a radiant light burns within them like a scarlet flame. I think it is a good sign. It is rare to see anyone filled with such light, even among servants of the faith. Damn, lot of love. You will be my shadow, Cabela. And if you combine that with the dots from a Psyker build and maybe the poison from Drukhari weapons with the Executioner tier 2 archetype, it gets even worse. Oh my, that's gonna get disgusting. With the Psyker build buffing her. For a scarred up goth chick, she's pretty hot without the mask. Alright. Henceforth, I am your shadow, Domindingle von Valancius, an instrument of death placed in your hand by the Undying One. For so it was ordained, and so his tarot card forspoke. I also come bearing an invitation from the Vizier of the Bloodspun Web. He wishes you to know that the doors of the Undying One's temple are open to you. Cool. Are you suggesting the Lord Captain should go down in the depths of his flagship in search of this temple? With all due respect, the lower decks are for servants and crew. They are not a fitting place for his lordship. Forspoke, what do you mean? Was terror? Like, come on, bro. Where is the temple located? I'm not permitted to say. If you wish to find the temple, you must walk the path of Saint Irene, the matriarch spider. Hers was the thread that would become the Bloodspun Web. Her path began deep within the flagship in the dark tunnels of the freight line, and that is where yours must begin as well. This journey will bring you closer to the thread of the web, closer to the Undying One, closer to understanding death. Then again, Cassia also gets quite OP. I heard Cassia, like a long time ago, just like randomly looking at shit, that Cassia got like debuffed at some point. Because I do remember her way back in the day being able to like annihilate whole groups with that like lid attack. That is like a huge AoE. The Blade Dancer activities cost hit points, but a Biomancer can regenerate. Dude, okay. It's like, do I do it and cheese or not? The choices. We will think on it. Yeah, what are the point of this? It's my ship. What is stopping me from simply walking inside? You must become the blood of the flagship before you can enter the sacred temple of the Undying One. I cannot guide you your way, but I can walk by your side. Alright, fuck it. I'll make her happy. Your journey will begin in the darkness of the deepest tunnels. The Vizier awaits you. Your blade awaits direction, dumb and dingle. We will speak again when the time is right. Hell yeah. The Rogue Trader's ship is a veritable city sailing through the void. The ship has numerous compartments that you can visit. Navigate these compartments using the map of the ship, which you can access from the main elevator on the bridge or from any compartment. I'm kind of just going to do these as they come up, so you know what? Let's go see what this lady wants from us. Ooh, I would like to replace the painting of the Lady Theodora in my chamber. Hang my portrait instead. Hell yeah, it will be done. Nice. What can I order? Okay, cool. I can talk to the Thunder Fang from here. Dope. Dope, dope, dope. The freight line. That must be it. Wow, you can have so many. That's one of the best parts of this game, how many companions you can have at once. That's one other thing that sucked about Baldur's Gate 3 was you can only have, like, a party of you, including yourself, like 4, I believe. That was kind of lame. Yeah, we're all going down there. It's a fucking party going down. Also, were you in your chambers again? I think I was for a second. Cassie is still very powerful as a car from her self-buff stacks and advantages she can get from WP. Okay, good to know she's still great, though. Yeah, party of 6 is nice. Yeah, it's so nice. Because, like, you know, everyone thinks there's always, like, unique interactions in a game like this. And being able to see as many as possible is always very nice. Very, very nice. Welcome to the Freight Hub, LD-987-A14, Lord Captain. I am Eduk Fresno, Captain of the Enforcers in Lower Deck Bay, LD-A14. The Master at Arms has assigned me to be your liaison for the duration of your stay here. Lord Captain, would you like to inspect the control room or to begin your search for the Temple of the Bloodspun Web? It seems you were prepared for my visit. How did you and Sauerbach know I was coming? The Master of Arms ordered us to be on standby after the Bloodspun Web openly invited you to visit their temple. We've been awaiting your arrival every day since, Lord Captain. It hasn't been a day, but maybe, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how time exactly goes by. Maybe it was. Do you know how to reach it? Adir is also quite powerful, but she comes with quite some drawbacks. You gotta build her right. Okay. I don't know anything about Adir. One of the few things I remember from the years ago playthrough I did was was blowing her brains out because like I got a dogmatic choice for it at some point. So I was like, well, bye Adira. You gotta be dogmatic. Why are you worried? Is there a problem with this compartment? The lower decks are not suitable for someone of your status, and it's not the grime of the crowds of brutish laborers. I suspect that the entrance to the Temple of Death is hidden in some dark corner where you might encounter criminals or contagious outcasts. With the kind of riffraff that dwells down there, you might even be attacked. Shit. Such ghastly places you describe. We are not headed there, are we, Lord Captain? Oh, we're headed there. Oh, we're going. Oh, We're on our way there. To put it bluntly, although the Bay performs its functions well, even if its more civilized sections are sorely lacking in discipline. I was only assigned recently, so I haven't had time to straighten everything up, since doing so will require making some serious changes. I'm not inventing excuses, Lord Captain. As the officers in charge, I accept full responsibility for what takes place in this compartment. That's fucked up. Did you fuck up? Why are you here? I offer my assistance. But, in that case, I urge you to remain vigilant. The freight trains move at great speeds, and the inhabitants of the residual units are despicable rabble. One must never drop one's guard around them, and Emperor preserve you for stumbling into this pestilent pit. That's where the madmen and the lepers live. Okay. The cult has a presence in this compartment, does it not? That is correct. The enforcers do not bar them from carrying out their sacred duties. He scowls. As a regular, it is that armed crew members set up a secret hideout forbidden to the enforcers, and they can go around dispensing bloody justice. I see. Be steadfast in your duty, Captain Fresno. Frenso. The Emperor protects, Lord Captain. A deer has a constant 5% additional chance to cause perils, and horrors of the warp get automatically upgraded. Terrors of the warp for her. Oh shit. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Let's
I am
level
your
up
shadow.
this bee real quickly. I'm worried I will fuck up the build for it, because I don't want to spend too much time like going through all of this all the time, because I don't want anyone coming in to be like, you know, see this and get bored as fuck. That's insane. I will be taking that. Weapon skill, can't go wrong. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Are all of their abilities a fucking mountain of tech? Okay, no, it's just that one. Okay. Wait, answer melee traces. That's really good. Okay, here's where it costs wounds. Alright. That's fucking insane. Okay, taking that. Anything that's like end of combat abilities, like I can just press it once and then don't have to worry about the rest of the fight, is amazing. Athletics, for sure. Being only 30 athletics for a girl that can like dance around like that seems kind of fucked. You think athletics would be like one of her highest things. Ba-ba-ba. Agility, weapon skill. Let's get it up to a nice 50. Double it if using two-handed swords. Okay. Take that faux show. Alright,
The world trembles beneath my feet.
I just remember that she gave me a sword as well that I think... Oh, but hers is one-handed. Fuck. You know what? She's taking it. That's really good too, though. Fuck. The choices. I'll just stick to it for now. I think everything's pretty good. So far, we've been... I know it's still very early days in the game, so I don't think we're going to have too many big combat issues before we get better gear. Veil Blade is like a parry where she can deflect bullets and all that. Sick. Blade Dancer's also got traits that scale with Medicae. Oh, okay, that's really good to know. And make Medicae scale with WS instead of intelligence. Thank you. That's very good to know.
The world will bow.
Anyone with a name? Doesn't seem like it. Ooh, Scribe, maybe? No. Is that blood? It can't be. We scrubbed the deck 3 times right before the rogue trader came. Void, take me. That captain will have our heads. Is this the welcome you give the rogue trader? Whoever had the audacity to leave this behind, this appalling symbol, I will see to it that the Master at Arms calls them into account herself. Damn those. How did they even examine the mark? You have seen this sort of symbol before. Death cultists carve bleeding marks like this into their own skin. Fun. Dome and Dingle, remember this sign. It is the beginning of your quest, the first blood trail. You know what this mark is? It resembles one of the symbols associated with Bloodstone Wed. What was it called again? The Song of Trailing Blood, I think. It's a prayer familiar to many in this compartment. We've heard spinners say it when they, well, perform their signature acts of service to the Emperor. I wonder what those are. The soundless shadow sank into the dark, slashed feet crescendo, a fatal dance, blade song in tempo, each edge an echo, twin odes to death throes. Now on her sacred blood, as she once trod the backs of foes, tread countless souls, but none who know. Cute. What is this song? From what I can tell, it's something like a prayer with several verses that tell you about the life of one of the cult saints. Eraini of the Matriarch Spiders, as they call her. In other words, it's an invitation. It is only too obvious that cultists obsessed with mysticism would never use prose to mark the way to their temple. They are too fond of their obscure chants and cryptic verses. I am invited to follow the Trail of Blood, it seems. I accept the spinner's invitation. Like, we came down here to do it, so yeah, obviously we accept it. I hope you find what we're looking for and return to the upper deck safely, Lord Captain. Okay, okay.
Powers unseen.
Upper deckers avoid coming here. But how can one live aboard the flagship only to turn one's back on the core that gives it life?
This is the last of the hub's vials for this work cycle. Do you have any idea how much it costs? Oh, someone's tripping. Damn, down there. There, 57 ration cards is all I've got, I swear. Spent the rest on rock gut again, I'm guessing. I'm not doing you any more favors. Give up the drink or get used to life in the pestilence pit. Dialogue can move a little bit faster. I'm just stealing the food. I'm amazed no one said anything about that. Okay.
Unexplored.
Talk to anyone here. Your families have disowned you. You're all refuse, and the stench of the lower decks is all you deserve. Brutal. Okay. Look at that symbol they're doing with their hands. Okay, little Aquila. Nice. Aquila. I'm guessing it's pointing. That was a weird noise.
Compared
Athletics
to naval
95,
service,
hell
that
yeah.
was barely a challenge.
What the fuck are these? Stacker. Looking like Willy Wonka's golden ticket. Each night will to one portion of ration protein and a mug of water. Gotta love that rationed protein. You can barely make out the crudely scribbled words on the burnout. Then pass the marketplace. Make sure the enforcer or you'll ruin nutrition operation on the tracks. Blah. I'll give it to them and see for yourself. Okay.
Embrace true power.
Embrace power.
Nothing's impossible
Embrace
for this old
the
officer.
dark side. What are you doing? Why are they burning up our fucking place? Burn the poor shacks, Lord Captain, the rabble will build them, cutting off the air supply to the next bay and making it difficult for the Inferni to work. We've told the serfs to get out of here time after time, but they won't listen. Captain Fresno has ordered everything to be burned down, and afterwards this area is to be sealed off. Fair. Proud to serve the dynasty. Okay. Who are you? Wait, Mercy, please save me. The young man gasped. His skin is dripping from his gaunt body like melted wax from a candle. His eyes, somehow intact, alive, clear, are filled with pain, stare at you from under his caked eyes. Anyone in 40k that chooses this is a saint made flesh. But that just does not exist in 40k. Like, that just does not happen. Not really stealing, as everything on the ship is yours either way. True. That's true. That's very true. Can't call me a thief. It's just like, I'm surprised no one, like, whispered under their, like, breath, ah, what a fucking asshole. Like, what a fucking dick. God damn. Catflish, hey, glad to see you're still here. Nothing like double ration. Nothing beats a double protein and 2 mugs of, what I'm sure is, lukewarm water. Do you know anything about the mark next to you? A spinner came. He painted the symbol, then gave me water, and whispered a strange verse. He told me to memorize it and to recite it later so that help would come, and here you are. Then I should... For a guy with his skin melting off, he sure has a great memory and ability to say, verse. To suit smirched soul, her mercy did she grant. Last breath express, knife met heart, removed her from chest. Passed on to death, her duty blessed, a balm for those who suffer anguish and distress. A longing brought to rest, of mortal bonds the soul divest. They got some rhyming going on, okay. More verses. The crux of this test is clear. In order to follow in the saint's footsteps, you're supposed to kill the young man and thus release him from his suffering. The cultist wants to see if you understand the philosophy of those you seek. I'm gonna take this right now just because I want the XP. He might survive, but he will be maimed for life. Too much of his muscle has been charred down to the bone. Like, bullshit. This guy would be remembering verses and telling them out to me while he's burned to the fucking bone. The only thing you catch me doing like that is be like, fucking kill me right now. Please, I'm a fucking human candle. Holy shit. Hey, if the water ain't clean, at least it might have some taste to it. Exactly, you know, maybe some bugs in there. Might get a little extra protein out of that shit. His motor skills have been damaged beyond repair. A broken man or a corpse, time will soon tell. There are times when death is more merciful than life in perpetual agony. Fuck, it's hard to do. It's so hard to do heretical. I feel like shit. You know what? You did say, Tamir, I don't have to pick every single heretic. So I'm gonna do this dude a solid and just kill him right here. No mercy. Horror flashes, so be it. I can't take this pain anymore. I'd rather die. There is no curse more terrible than existence between unlife and undeath. You have liberated a tormented soul, Doman Dingle. The Undying One sees the good you have wrought.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
What a show. This is high entertainment. This is like some shit you'd see in the fucking New York subways. I can talk to him, okay. A group of gawkers are crowding around a makeshift stage, watching a strange duo perform. A man with odd-looking goggles pushed up on his forehead, hands wrapped in worn leather gloves, plays a tune on a handmade flute. Next to him sits a stack of crates supporting some kind of game board. A scruffy rat is rolling small glass balls around the board. That's actually pretty sick, damn. Watch the game. Several workers empty their pockets and start throwing ration cards, bolts, nuts, and even a few power panels into the small chest next to the board. The flute player winks at the crowd and switches to a different tune. Bullshit. People are giving this guy valuables for this. No fucking way. The rat squeaks excitedly and starts rolling the colorful balls around the players have chosen around the maze of tunnels on the board, but not a single one reaches the goal. A hole marked with a red... Oh, they're betting. Okay. That makes more sense. The rat just rolls all the balls off the board or into dead ends. Once the first group of players get their hopes dashed and leave empty-handed, new workers immediately take their place. Listen to the tune. The rat's movements, from the flicks of its tail to when and where it pushes the balls, obey its master's wordless commands with uncanny precision. The notes, the pauses, the rhythm, every part of this melody serves as a signal to the flute player's tiny assistant. Watch the rat. Fucking killing these. The rat scurries around the board, spurred on by the flute. Its movements appear erratic at first, but after a while you notice how consistently the balls seem to miss the goal at the very last moment. While the rat's clumsily amusing scampering distracts the spectators, its nimble tail directs the balls away from the hole. How would people not see that the rat's being controlled? That seems very obvious from how well behaved it is, that this dude's like controlling it in some way. Even back when you had to follow every convention to get the later options, I had great fun just role-playing. I feel... I want the later convictions for sure, so it's so nice to know that I don't need to pick every single one. Like, I'm still gonna pick mostly heretical, don't get me wrong. But mixing it up is cool, for sure. Solve the mystery of the trick. I thought we did solve it. Reminder limits all relevant factors. What's this? Outstanding intellect. Cool. Claimer of bullet. There's only the game and its structural components, skillfully crafted melody, and a trained pet that is smarter than it looks. Where others hear music, you discern a series of coded directives being issued to the flute player's tiny accomplice. Fuck. I bit another wrong pipe. I know how to drink water. Kinda. This game is an incredible way to get better at, talking constantly on stream. Because just how much you have to fucking shit to say there is. You there, why are you idling about and distracting the other workers? What the fuck, bro? The crowd, which has been too absorbed in the performance to notice your presence, turns to you, expressions of frightful awe appearing on the workers' faces. Many start whispering prayers. I haven't had work for who knows how many watches now, and even if they did give me work, the enforcers would just rob me of my earnings afterwards, so I found a calling after my own heart. I trade fortune for ration cards. The folks around here peddle away what little they have to spare anyway, so why can't I? Perhaps you'd like to trade us some of that captain's fortune of yours, your lordship. Dude, this guy... That is a curious looking flute. How did you come by it? My mother loved music. She used to hum beautiful melodies to me, and when she passed away, I carved this flute from her hip bone and learned to play out of sorrow and respect for her memory. Yikes. My first run was also a dogmatic one, but more pragmatic, playing as a Deathworld commissar, having had to survive by the hair's breadth every day, grizzled through wars. That's dope. That's badass as fuck. Option 2 is very, you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Exactly. I kind of want to play, because I bet I could, like, win it from how many, skill checks I won. Please bless our little lark with your attention. Cheat, obviously. He's fucking cheating. The man readies his flute and the rat dives under the board. You hear clawed feet scrabbling against the crate, and a few moments later, a green ball pops out of the center. You have already seen through the flute player's performance. You listen to him play and watch the rat closely. Then, at a certain point, you start tapping your fingers on the edge of the crate, adding your own rhythm to the tune. Damn, what a fucking genius. The rat scrambles in confusion, mistaking your commands for those of its master, and starts rolling the ball toward the goal. When the ball drops into the red hole, a few impressed whistles come from the cloud, and the flute player laughs heartily. Cleverly done, your lordship. Well, I had no doubt that you would be a worthy opponent, and your strategy, I think I will keep it in mind for my future games. Hell yeah. Cut a button from your sleeve and throw it to the... Fuck that. It's gonna ruin my my glorious uniform. Shall we play another round? I'm sorry, Lord. I don't have anything left to play for. I hope you have enjoyed yourself. I certainly won't forget my fateful meeting with the Lord Commander. Alright.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Wait, so many people in this lower deck.
I did it.
What'd you do? Okay. Yes, your lordship. Good shit, good shit. They're hiding shit. They got stuff here. Can't be that bad. Have a bunch of booze and whatever the fuck else all that other stuff was.
I see the forbidden.
Oh. Take some more Willy Wonka tickets. Hell yeah. Okay, here we go. It says that the content for the DLC is quite nice atmospherically. The atmosphere is awesome so far. I need to tell you, ungrateful maggots, mistakes must be paid for. Have mercy in the throne's name, I beg you. Your gracious lordship, hand of the god emperor, save your unworthy servant. Get lost. Oh my god. The blood. His bones crack audibly. Brutal. My sincerest apologies, Lord Captain. Your boot, I'll clean it right away. Yeah, you got blood on my boot, bro. Think about me. I got no time for this. Get me out of here. Serving my glances fervently at the enforcer who wasn't grinning. Oh, jeez. Now I feel kind of bad. Fuck. Only to dive back down as soon as the enforcer brandishes their batons. The murmurs immediately turn into pleas for mercy. Awareness test succeeded. A sullen, red-bearded man with keen black eyes draws your attention. His oddly piercing gaze seemed to size you up the whole time you were speaking, but now he has hastened to conceal himself behind the gawkers. The next thing you know, you are watching him hurry deeper into the tunnels. Oh yes, 12. This time I'm gonna break 13 of your fingers and ribs as a lesson to your slimy accomplices.
powers unseen
Ayo, level up.
uncover my path.
It's tough. I think I might make Adir my ultimate lore expert. So I'll go with Carouse. That seems pretty good. I'll take a little bit more extra time with the main guy, because I'm sure there'll be points where I gotta do some like solo shit. So I want to make sure I'm not too weak. That's pretty fucking great, actually. Damn. That's really good. That'd be huge on bosses. Take it. Alright, Cabela. I will take... I remembered the Medicaid thing you said, so I will bump that up. Since I know I'm probably going to get rid of the Sister of Battle at some point, I need someone else to kind of take her place as a... my new nurse. My new sexy nurse, babe. Ooh, I know what I want her to have. Where is Combat Master? There we go. Don't forget the red marks on the ground back there. Oh, shit. Oh, never mind. Okay. They slightly nerfed Forge Origin in this one, making its bonus implants, which cause plus 15 lightning weakness. Okay. I thought they buffed it. They made it, like, better for the augments in some way, but, guess not. Good thing I didn't take it. Now you still miss the red marks? Oh, shit. I'll go back real quick. That seems good. Fucking... Invigorating Hatred. Is it turn your enemy affected by the tournament? Oh, that's very helpful. There we go. Expose. Ooh. That's very nice. Gotta take that. Must have item. Until the end of combat? That's insane. Gotta take that. Psychers have so many fucking broken abilities. Don't really matter. I'm sure she's not sticking around for long. Here we go. Here's the good shit. There's powers, gain tons of armor. Anything else? No, okay, this is all good shit. Must-have item for sure. And commerce. She can be my little seller. She's pretty dogmatic. Interesting.
The world
All right, let me see that
bow.
red mark. Where'd that red circle at? Oh, there it is. Okay, points this way. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Thank you for telling me. The extra 3 ranges for charge and ramming speed also isn't bad. Yeah, that doesn't... Dude, so many great options at this point in the game. It's hard to pick. Every so often, whenever his eyes linger on the bloody mark inscribed nearby, his face changes strangely and his hands clench into fists. Just as you begin to hear a rumble as approaching train, the man gaze turns towards the tracks. He leans forward. What do you think you... do not even think of marring the underside of my train with your entrails. What? I didn't... Look at the man's scars. The scars all vary in length, width, depth, and shape. However, you notice a pattern on the way the scars are aligned, as well as a series of faded symbols on the man's rough skin. Death cultists bear similar marks on their bodies. But spinners are constantly renewing their wounds, while this man's look long since healed. Your eyes always return to the blood symbol. What do you know about it? It's a symbol of the bloodspun web. I come here every watch, but it hasn't been here before now. I guess today must be my special day. He smiles strangely. You have come to take me to the other side. I do not know you. Death's gaze is not upon you. But then, why is it here? Who are you? A dead man. I lost my name years ago. I've just been another dead man ever since. You dare insult the rogue trader with your impudence? Your body may already be covered in scars, but your tongue seems to be asking for more. Oh, Abelard, how I love you. You know the symbols of the bloodspun web? You bear similar scars. Are you a spinner? I was, but I failed to complete my final assignment, so I was exiled from the cult. Okay? The Vizier told me to kill the one who would be at a certain junction of the utility tunnels at a certain hour. I went to the appointed spot, then I waited. An hour, 2, 5. The junction was still empty. Nobody came. After hours of waiting, I finally realized the person at the junction had been me the whole time. It was my turn to go to the Undying One, but I was afraid. I couldn't do my duty. Damn, bro tells you to go somewhere and kill yourself. Damn. That sucks. So the spinner simply let... You didn't kill yourself. You're not in the group anymore. You're not in the cool kids club anymore. All the cool kids fucking off themselves in this junction. So the spinner simply let you go. They made no attempt to find you and kill you. There was no pursuit. I thought I'd see their back blades the very next day. Instead, years passed without them taking my heart. I tried starting a new life, but the terror never stops eating away at me. When I got truly desperate, I went to the Temple of Death myself. But no one there would speak to me. When I gave them my name, they just whispered, Sabrid has gone to the Undying One. They looked through me like I wasn't even there. I've lived like this for 20 years. Like a coward, like a dead man. Holy fuck. You were ordered to die. For what reason? But some would choose to leave the righteous path. Those earned penance in due time. Her whip sings vengeance on renegade menace. Her blades pass sentence, for cowards seek to hide their hearts, but death makes no pretense. It takes what is due in essence. He stops and adds hoarsely the third verse of the Song of the Trailing Blood. The Vizier recited to me before sending me on my final assignment. I didn't realize at the time that it was my judgment. Another verse. Another step along the chart. The riddle is trivial. Okay, I guess my guy's just smart as shit. It is time for death to take what it is due, and the Vizier is waiting expectantly for you to carry out the sentence he passed years ago. There were plenty of reasons. I sowed death. I offered him the souls of the most pleasing men and women I could find because it kindled my passions. I killed well-off crewmen who didn't deserve their wealth, and I took their thrones. I killed enforcers who looked into my eyes without fear, because I wanted to be feared. I reveled in bloodshed. I betrayed the tenants. I realized it, but I couldn't help it, because I enjoyed it. Alright, we got a fucking serial killer over here. Fucking psychopath. Goddamn. Oh, you poor thing. I think I'm going to cry. You couldn't stop slicing people up. That must have been so hard for you. Finally, somebody cares about the sadistic murderers. Even my whispers have nothing to say to a pathetic tale like that. I bet they're thinking, what a lousy, self-absorbed sack of scum. That's hilarious. I don't want to piss off the Vizier. I feel like this will definitely piss him off, and I'm sure I get something decent if I make this not so. If I kind of go with it. I will not judge you, nor will I decide your fate. Farewell. No, what about the symbol, the portent? You were supposed to... His knees buckle as he staggers heavily before falling onto the track with a pitiful cry. No, help! Sick. Truly, it is better to die for him than to live for yourself. This he forgot.
I tread a path unexplored.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Fuck is this? What is this? What is this? What am I looking at here? Okay, it's crane controls, obviously. Oh, okay, I grabbed that box. I'm guessing this one picks it up. Beautiful, alright. Do it again, I do. Hey, what the fuck? No, pick it up. Pick it up. Ah, okay, I have to do it manually. Interesting.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Secured. Secured. Up you go. And then back. Why would I want that there? I don't get it. Damn, 1016. 45% armor penetration. Fuck, that's amazing, actually. That's actually fucking really good.
True power.
I might put that on somebody. Holy fuck. I just had a sick, nasty idea. I can tell these squares are where the box lands. I just so happen to see a guy in a square. Whoops. That was fucked up. How did I get heretic points for that? Holy shit. Oh, I can loot him. What do you got? What do you got? Power Mall. Dog shit. That was funny. That was worth it for the comedy.
Unseen, uncover my path.
Oh, boy. Okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Talk to this guy? No. Oh, okay, here we go.
How fascinating.
Unexpected result.
Well, gotta go. Work calls by. Oh, later, bro. Thanks for showing up, man. I really appreciate it. Great talking to you. Good luck at your place of employment. Damn, bunch of good shit.
Perfection.
Easy, easy. Ooh, I don't like the look of that. Let's see what's over here.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Actually, this looks like something important. Let's check it out. Several people are eagerly rummaging through a rack filled with weapons from the Enforcer's arsenal. A big man with a pockmarked face is the first to react to your presence. He attracts the others' attention with piercing whistle and barks. Who are you? You're not supposed to be anyone. Oh, it doesn't matter. Identify yourself. Take a closer look at the suspicious individuals. Makeshift armor peeks out from beneath their ragged clothes, and their battered weapons display a patchwork of crude repairs. The group stares longingly at the rack where the good pastel gleams, restlessly clutching their humble weapons. You notice that the little finger on every person's right hand has been cut off. It is hardly a coincidence. Abelard, help these wretches realize the full extent of their unenviable position. Okay. Before you stands Lord Captain Dingle von Valensis, master of this vessel and everything on it, including those goods you are pawing at with your unwashed hands and your miserable lives as well. What are you gawping up? Hurry up and bend your backs, as is the right and proper. Your lordship, you must excuse these blockheads. I was taken aback myself. It's not every day you see the rogue trader in the flesh. And as for this, I won't insult you by denying it. You've caught us red-handed. Tell me why I shouldn't execute you on the spot. You could execute us, but who would take our place? Shameless scum who rob and kill to their heart's content. Bastards who accept mutants into their gangs and prey up to the archenemy. There have always been outlaws on this ship. You'd better off with outlaws like us. Why don't we go too far, and who keep the heretics down? Who are you? The Hard Nines, a gang. I mean, a brotherhood. A gang. A brotherhood. A brotherhood, not a gang. We do our bit for the prosperity of the ship. We're sort of our assistants to the Enforcers, self-appointed. We make sure that order is maintained in compartments where the Enforcers are too lazy or greedy for bribes. We put a stop to robbery and free thinking, and, well, we accept a small contribution as a show of thanks. You obviously did not expect anyone to be here. Are the Enforcers covering for you? I wish. Fresno, the newly appointed captain, had our informant strung up. He's tightened the crews, damn it, and I can barely breathe. Today's the last time we'll him to pick over this compartment. Why are all your little fingers cut off? It's our gang's initiation rite, a fine tradition. By voluntarily removing a finger, the newcomer shows their determination and willingness to join us forever. It's also a badge of honor. Criminals on my ship have a single fate: death. What in the void have I been standing here making speeches for? I thought we had ourselves an all-right Lord Captain, but no, he's the straight-laced type. Bring it on, then, your lordliness. Bro, it's not straight-laced. The dude's robbing us. Like, I don't want to get robbed. I don't want to get motherfucking robbed, bro. Why can't Cabela move? Weird. Abelard, get up front where you belong. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Guess that's fine for her. Cassia, yeah, also covered. That's pretty good.
Brace yourself, Abelard. Here we go.
Pull out the sniper. Ooh, it might hit the second guy behind him.
Doubt
Hell
is
yeah.
for the weak.
Or it'll do 0 fucking damage somehow. Okay, cool. Cool.
I'll do it.
What the fuck?
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Do a sick, nasty jump. Okay, can we get a fucking hit here, girl?
I
Please?
shall not fail. My blade.
There we go.
whispers
Okay,
your
here we go.
name.
Here we go. Now we're cooking. I guess they have like some armor or something. I don't know. That's weird. can't hit, why can't I hit both of them? This is supposed to be a fucking two-handed hit. Okay, fuck it, I guess.
Let's get to it. Let's make it quick.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna be a pussy. Get up in there. Let's bash some fucking heads. Or fail immediately. Great. Oh, here we go.
Triumph.
Nice. Negative 6-2. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Beautiful. Very nice.
What is this foreboding?
Womanly scream, go. Do nothing though. Okay. Buff Cabela. Waking Nightmare.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Very nice. Abelard, twist this man's balls off.
A tactically sound
Twist
approach.
this man's balls off right now.
Victory is imminent. I took care
Thank
of
you,
this
thank
one.
you, Abelard, thank you. Very good. Ooh, we can get the
I will
charge
do my
off.
duty.
Nice, very nice. If it did fucking damage.
It will be done. Exemplary strength.
Oh
I've
shit,
suffered
decent
worse.
damage. Damn, all right.
Not my
Fuck.
worst day.
Should have buffed him up a
Yes.
bit. My god. Keep her sniping. Get rid of this cocksucker.
Emperor!
Or not. Or do nothing. Cool, cool, cool. Get in there. Pop,
As the tenants demand.
I don't know what that did.
As
Shit.
honor or
I gotta
dogs.
read that. Not bad though. That kicks ass.
Trust me.
Get rid of him. Get him out. Whoa! Whoa, bro. Nasty.
Out of my way.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
The ruin
Dodge.
beckons.
Burn.
I will triumph.
Oh, take a fucking cryo hit, actually.
Abbas
Goddamn.
guides me.
Was
Something.
that you?
Take it.
Or
We take those. We take those gladly.
Threads of the veil.
That's a fucking demonette. How many fucking hits is it gonna get? Oh, that's really bad. I was not paying attention to that. Oh, that's really, really bad. Toss grenade. Nice, okay, fire. Buff her. That seems good. Okay, Abelard, heal the fuck up, bro.
At your beck and call.
That. And what do I do here? What do I do here? This is tough. This is a tough choice. I think Cabela's good, so I'm gonna send him down here to deal with the demonette.
Victory is imminent.
Fuck.
I will do my duty.
51 damage. Oh my god, she's a
only
monster.
death. Yours or mine.
Sniper.
Faith with this is why I was
31, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Beautiful. Stunning and brave.
I shall not fail. Trust me, death is a blessing.
Glorious. Holy fuck, that's nice.
The shadows will see it done.
Nice, 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 nice. Big damage.
Here we go.
If this is my death,
Yeah, she lives. I'll
may
take
my
it.
blood be a worthy sacrifice.
Dude, Perry God over here. Holy fuck. Alright, I didn't know my guy got so good at parry. It must be the blade. I'm pretty sure the blade, the new weapon I got, is helping with parries quite a
One
bit.
step closer.
Oh, come on. You couldn't pull it off,
will
brother.
triumph. High momentum.
Avalon, I guess? All she really has is an AoE attack, and I'm sure that'll just do shitloads of damage to me. So I'd rather not have that happen.
Target.
Goodbye, Demonette. Wish we could have been, wish we could have been more, but I guess not. It wasn't meant to be. Not with that one, at least. Damn shame. Damn fucking shame.
At your beck and call.
Let's get to it.
Hell yeah, doesn't attack the girl with no health. Awesome. Shoot, yeah, no fucking way she can make that. How long does the fire last? Damn, I just don't want her to go through the fire.
Trust me.
Come on, get the kill, get the kill.
Come.
Beautiful.
The other side awaits.
And then we do a sick leap.
Let your soul be purged,
And then a fat fucking
as
hit
honor
like that.
ordains.
Does nothing still. I do not understand the shield they have. Because it doesn't look like it's moving that like little purple part of their health bar. Do, 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 do.
Rend the flesh,
Beautiful.
shatter the spirit.
Beautiful.
I need no guidance.
This dude's going down. Gotta hope that's not too close for a charge, is it? Ah, it is.
It will be done.
I can still hit.
Indeed. Grey hair, sure hand.
Oh, he doesn't even get his turn. Alright, look, take it.
Death is a
Take it.
blessing. Why?
I tread a path
Easy,
unexplored.
easy fight. What do you got on you, my man? 40%, not bad, not bad. Fuck the knives, don't care. Ooh, no, I want that bolt pistol. Is it good, though? The other bolt pistol we had... 812, really? For a fucking bolt pistol? That doesn't make any sense to me. Looking good. Beggars. What are you guys doing? There you go. You can have some ration cards. Fuck off now.
I better myself through my service.
Explosion right in the face.
Intriguing.
Okay, okay. I think that is where we will call it for tonight. I still have a lot of getting used to streaming to do, so my voice is getting a little hoarse, and I don't want to... I know that's a big thing with people that talk a lot during stream, that their voices can get fucked up, and I don't want that to happen to me, so I'm kind of incrementally getting better and better at it. So, yeah, I think I'm going to save it right here. and I hope to see you the next... I don't know if I'll be playing this tomorrow night. I plan to stream every night this week. But I'll either be playing this, or I'll think of something cool, you know? If you guys have any suggestions, I'd love to hear them as well. But for now, that's gonna be that. I'll try to stream a little bit earlier tomorrow. I know I stream very late, like midnight, and then to like 4 a.m. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming. It means a ton. And I would, if any of you start streaming as well, watching me now, let me know your names so I can raid into you at some point. I'll figure out how to raid soon. I'm still figuring that kind of stuff out, but I will do it soon. But for now, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, shit. Okay. PC's being a little weird. Guess we're sticking around a little bit longer while I exit to main menu. Oh. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Jesus Christ, PC. I heard all the OBS shit and stuff can make your PC a little weird sometimes, and I'm seeing it for realsies now. So anyway, again, yeah, thank you all for coming, and I will see you tomorrow night, along with another short on my YouTube channel. So, good night. Have a good one.